Hello. I didn't expect to do a stream today, but here we are. Okay. I've done a little bit of exploration. Scarlett's told me not to deal with up here, because that's gonna be a pain, and I'll probably need her help for that, because I am not a shooter person. So I'm just gonna continue
Every
on with
journey
the story.
has its final day.
As much done as I can today. She might pop on to help me. I don't know.
I at least want to test if we can do the gun section multiplayer. Because if we can, it'll save me logging in on your account, but if we can't, then oh well. There we go, I'm all sorted. Right, let me log into my other account so I can do my dailies.
What the fuck? I hate this camera. Fuck you, camera.
Cryostorm!
The camera... Yes.
What the fuck is
you're...
with this camera?
It is... I don't know. I don't remember it being as bad as that.
I just need to see you. Perfect. Thank you. I'll hold on to your tickets. Come on in. It's for...
Yeah. Both of us have a thing for the color purple, eh?
It's my favorite color.
I think I'll leave the Lelic question until after the show's over.
I do like how a lot of the furniture it's seeming is purple.
Child said he was
Which
originally
is
going to come
really
with Tonya.
Cool
So I'm guessing Tonya's already here somewhere.
When we get the teapot, yeah.
Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya? Let's see. It's a small audience. Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again. Oh no. It looks like the...
I want Mitya.
Yeah. It sucks that he's probably going to be a 5-star because that leaves me less characters to... That leaves me less for me to save.
Because I'm waiting on him and the Archon. They're the only two I really want.
The funny thing is, the only two I want are really early characters, and the Archon.
You know, mood. Oh, the lights are flickering.
The act is a lot quicker.
Than the first part.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to say too much, but the entire act is just this. You'll see what I mean.
So, from what I heard of you, I think it's a murder mystery.
That doesn't give away too much, so I can say yes.
Okay.
Hello, members of the audience. I'm a staff member here at
I
the
enjoy
theater.
it. The problem is the way I am. Actually, I should
Today's
probably get
performance was a very special one for us, as it marks the first attempt
I know
in a
the one
long
I'm
time
thinking
to
of, but I
revive the
keep
classic
thinking of Ace
Snezhnaya
Ventura.
ballet,
It's
Spirit
not who I'm
Seeker.
thinking.
Objection?
The lawyer game. Objection. Yeah.
To
It's
commemorate
Ace
this occasion,
something.
we would love
Ace
to take a
Attorney.
group photo of the cast,
Ace,
crew,
yes.
and audience
I should probably
members
actually
present
get some
today.
of those games so I
Could
can play them on
kindly
stream
ask the audience to please come up onto the stage?
because I enjoy that sort of stuff. But my problem is I have an incentive to just... The way my brain's wired is I just want to get things right when it comes to, like, murder mysteries and such.
You might like Danganronpa then.
I might. Again, these are games I'm going to have to get.
Because I've got some of the Danganronpa games. I don't have the first one. I have the second and the third. It's third, but it's not third, but it's also a spoiler of why it's not the third.
Yeah, okay.
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera.
The fucking peace sign.
Yep.
I feel like this one's maybe how Scarlet would be.
Yeah.
At least, like, hair-wise. I think it's cute.
Be fair, I enjoyed that hairstyle.
I enjoyed that hairstyle, and I enjoy the woman over here.
The Princess Leia buns.
Yeah, the Princess Leia. I also love how he's just like, gotcha, finger guns.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather hope you don't have any other escape plans to add to my workload today.
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me. And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future...
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not time outside of work. These are working hours.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
Maybe.
Already?
He is very cute, I will say.
I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... No? Okay, guess I'm pushing my luck. Didn't seem like too much to ask, but fair enough. Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
That has to be her. She's the only person in the audience around Tonia's Excuse me. Huh? Your brother's busy today, so I took his ticket.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong? Maybe she caught a cold on the way here because of the wet.
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time.
Nobody's fucking
It's
leaving.
most unusual.
I know. It's completely white out there. You can barely see a thing. I've never seen such heavy snow in my life.
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze to death in this weather, let alone find your way.
Well, look at that.
Let's wait and see.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break.
He's so
We owe it
cute.
to ourselves to make the most of it.
Pet, pet, pet.
Come
Yeah,
to think
yeah.
of it, there's a small inn not far from here that always keeps plenty of extra blankets on hand for guests. I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the...
Sir, there's really no need to...
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Wait here.
What a kind gentleman. Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting for me at home, so I shall be heading back as soon as I get my blanket.
So... Are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime
I'm hoping the
begins,
Valeri is
our
just going to be a
squad will be sent
4-star.
to collect us.
I hope it's either he's the 4-star or he's the 4-star. I hope one of the two is the 4-star, and I hope they're not both 5 stars.
Yeah, the problem
escort us back.
is I have a feeling,
You are one
based
of our
on the
key
amount of
military
detail,
personnel,
they are
so
just going to be
any
5 stars.
weather-related risks must be
And
eliminated.
I especially think Michia is going to be a 5-star, given the fact that he's got an electro linchpin.
Yeah. Well, I'll at least say this. I feel like the texture right here is very blurry, so he might not be, but I don't know.
Well, we said that same thing about Lohan. And he came out to be a fucking
Operation
5-star, so
I
like
gotta say, you've really
none of
turned this
what
into quite a moral dilemma
can
for
be
me.
speculated is in
It's
any way,
snowing
shape,
pretty
or
hard
form
out.
ever
Sure.
fucking accurate.
Yeah.
I hate this
Time to
fucking
get to
weather because I've
work.
got to have a fan
I should
on,
head
and
backstage
because I've
and
just
find
fucking
Odette.
washed my hair, it
I
now
need to
doesn't
look her in
sit the way
eye
it should.
and ask her about Lelik.
So it's all in my face constantly.
I am so tempted to cut mine off.
Excuse
again,
me,
because
are you
it's
looking for
getting
someone?
really bad.
Ah, a fan.
Fuck
I'm
off!
guessing? Today is just a dress rehearsal.
I'm going to
so
fucking
Miss Odette
chop
won't
this
be
hair
meeting
off.
Fans. She's taking a well-earned rest right now.
Baby.
Sorry, but that area is currently...
Bad timing.
I fucking
guess.
fix my hair,
Well, I might as well stick around.
and the moment I
doubt
fucking fix
Odette will
it,
be leaving before the
it
snow
fucking
lets
goes
up in
into
any
my face
case.
again, so I have to take my headphones off again.
Baby.
If Micha is a 4-star with a link
What
pin,
happened
it'd be
to the
nice,
gentleman
but
who went to fetch the
considering the
blankets?
law
How
implications
has
of
he
it,
still
it's
not
not
returned?
likely to be the case.
Maybe they should close the fucking door.
I was thinking the same thing. It's still snowing very hard. Do you think something might have happened to him?
Whatever the reason for his delay, I must say I hate
Everyone's
nothing
bitching
more
about
than
being
people
so
who make
fucking
empty
cold.
promises
Close
and
the
fail to
fucking
deliver.
door.
Yep.
Well, I have to treat my employees like that on occasion, but that...
You seem anxious, Mr. Valeri.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I
I hope
left the
Genshin
armory.
starts doing
army
SPs,
should have
and I hope
arrived to
they
extract us
do
by
a
now.
Noelle SP where they make her a 5-star and give her dual claymores.
They know
I
how much I
kinda hope they don't.
despise tardiness and disruptive plans.
I understand what you
There's
mean,
simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown
but
up
like,
by now.
come
Barring
on,
exceptional
a
circumstances.
5-star Noelle with dual claymores.
I mean, I'll say this. I would only want that if they do like a Honkai, or if they do a Honkai Impact 3rd thing where they make it so that we're on another world and we come back and there's been time progression, and that way, otherwise no.
Well, that's
Surely
the
a
thing,
snowstorm
is
like this
currently
one
it's
counts
been
as
like
such.
5 years since we were back to Mondstadt, and everyone looks
Few things in
exactly the
this
same
world
as
can
when we
stop the
left.
Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside.
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving your side for even a moment until I have escorted...
This doesn't look like an ordinary snow. That guy who left earlier. It looked
That's
like
all
he
of
just
my
vanished into thin air.
Stuff done. I
Either
guess I'm
that,
gonna have to try and
or my
find
eyes were
chests
playing
to
tricks.
make up
Man-eating snowstorm?
the points that
Come
I've
on.
missed.
Night hasn't even fallen yet. Spare us the go...
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything? What is it? Something the matter? Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been working backstage this whole time, so I didn't even notice. No wonder the audience hasn't left yet.
Is weather like this rare?
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've seen it out in the wild before, but never in the city. Actually, I take that back. I don't think I've seen snow this bad even in the wild. This is something else. It's not
Maybe
normal.
close the fucking door.
If even Alosha thinks snow like this isn't normal, could it have anything to do with that monster people have been talking about?
We can't stay cooped up here forever. No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides, I work here while you're an audience member. I should be the one to do it. Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes. In a snowstorm,
Close
you gotta look
the
after your toes
fucking
above all
door.
else.
Heading out, my man? Be careful.
Thanks for the advice.
I'm gonna be honest, it feels worse watching this knowing the outcome.
Also, Paimon's not here, and I know that Paimon ends up being a huge thing with Paimon because obviously what's her face shows up.
I'm gonna be honest.
He's back.
It's
He's back.
super
How was it?
weird.
What's going on out there?
If
Did
I
you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
I don't know the easiest way to put it without giving away a spoiler is the problem.
Just
Like,
don't.
I want to say stuff, but I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for you.
I'll say just don't.
Yeah, it's... The problem is just simply the fact that it's not easy to say it without spoiling, and I just wish I could say it.
Something in the air.
But there's no way for me to just say it. The only way I can say it in any way, shape, or form is by simply just
I strongly advise everyone to
spoiling it, and I don't want to.
Just don't say.
Are you
So I
serious?
won't.
So all of us are trapped here now.
The only thing I
sounds a
can
little
say is it
far-fetched
is
to me.
right at the very
Go
end.
outside and see?
Okay.
I, for one, am not risking my neck in that weather.
This just turned from a minor delay into a major hassle.
We can only hope that our
I'd
friend who went to
say
fetch the blankets just
I'd say
stitched us and
this
went home.
half of the
Is it
Archon
really
quest
that
is
bad?
about
But my daughter, I won't be able to...
an hour and 50 minutes, and then the remaining 10 minutes is that.
So now we're stuck here? Oh, this
And
is
that's about as much as I can
terrible.
say. Anything more than that
Luckily,
would just be a
It was
spoiler.
just a dress rehearsal today, so there aren't too on the bright side. The theater's always
Well,
well
a
stocked
spoiler
with
you haven't
supplies.
already
At
had.
least, I assume fine by me.
Because obviously, I
This
know that there's
seems
the
like
fucking
a
spoiler of
sensible
What's-Her-Face
backup
showing up.
plan under the
Because Genshin
circumstances.
itself fucking
My
spoiled
thanks to
that.
the theater for being so
Oh,
accommodating.
they spoiled it
What are
with
you staring outside and praying for, my man? You anxious to get home?
Oh, Your Majesty the Tsaritsa, I beg you, this is a golden opportunity to spend the
Do we
night
end up
under
seeing
the
the
same
Tsaritsa in
roof
this
as
match?
the two top stars in all of Snezhnaya. It's a once in a...
I think I've changed my mind.
You'll find
Sir,
out.
If you so much as look
I
at
do
us funny,
really like
you'll be seeing
Odette's,
stars in a
colors.
whole other way.
I just
Behave
don't.
yourself,
yeah.
or you'll be
quite like
begging
Odette.
for that blizzard.
It's getting colder.
That's, I think,
We need
my
to keep the indoor. Close the
biggest
door
problem with
and
it
lock
is that I
tight.
like
Let's head somewhere
I
warm.
like her design.
My issue. Finally, you fucking closed the goddamn door. Okay. It's like a fucking wedding. Close the goddamn fucking door. What am I doing? Okay. Why have I not seen her? Okay, so she gets hyper focused. Oh, that's Tartaglia's sister. Wait, yeah, that's Tartaglia's sister. Aww. Okay. Okay. Is he the one who just left?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Is it him or him?
It was. Oh, it. I think it's that man, based on the fact that it's question marks, question marks, question marks.
That wasn't what I wanted.
I love the noises that Columbina makes when she walks. My dailies are going to take longer for a bit on this account until I can build up enough points where I can start using resin again.
Why is it I get the sinking feeling that he doesn't have a wife or a daughter?
I don't know.
Okay, we don't know anything. We don't know anything about him, and we don't know anything about this couple. And I think he's the one who fucking went out into the snow.
I think so as well. I feel like I'd remember because I know who did and didn't go out into the snow. But the problem is it has just been a while since I've done this quest.
She really
She
really hasn't been fucking seen at all.
She is there. She exists.
She's not seeming to be like major part of the story thus far. Okay.
No, but I will say the NPCs do look a lot nicer compared to older versions.
When I fucking finally make a Millie Astro thing, these fucking sofas and these fucking things are gonna be fucking wonderful for misses.
Oh yeah, I hope that I might give it a go at some point.
I did some of it, but I was also worried about the thunderstorms the other day, so I couldn't do too much.
Yeah.
Okay, there's someone. Okay, so then.
And then there's the
I
aristocrats.
think that was a bug.
Easiest of all to deal with.
I think I had a minor bug where Columbina was gliding without wings for a second.
Tie them up with.
It was probably just due to the fact that the textures didn't load.
Do tell.
Because
or maybe it
nothing
was the trick of the
horrifies them more than
camera.
the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million more coat. They'll do
I
whatever
also
you
love that how Columbina's hair sits on her head.
Look at that. I got
It looks like
myself a
she's
new
got like an
listener.
undercut, I think is the name of that
I
hairstyle.
am Chuganov, an entrepreneur.
She's basically got a
If my
shaved
name is
back of the
unfamiliar
head,
to
and then
you,
her
you
like the
will
top
no
of her
doubt have
hair
heard
just
of
goes
my
down.
factory, the renowned Iskra manufacturing plant.
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come?
I love her.
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've
I'm
ever.
gonna be honest. After getting her, basically everything on this account has become so much easier.
Let's go the ones in this first. So it's the couple and the.
My husband
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to stop you if you want to leave. But don't drag me along. Hello?
How are you feeling, Tonya?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point. I take medicine for it. My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
Child must take great care of his sister. He's never mentioned.
You know,
No, he did.
I actually find this whole thing kind of exciting. Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm.
Child's already
Having
mentioned
to
the
spend
fact
the
that
night
she
with a
has an
bunch of
illness.
interesting characters.
Yep.
It's pretty
And
cool,
the fucking
don't you
traveler
think?
just went, "Oh, Child's never mentioned this before." Yes, he fucking did.
Exactly. It's like one of those stories where an ordinary school trip turns into a magical adventure. I've always wanted something like that to happen in real life.
I feel like she would really like Frosty the Snowman.
I'm fine.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother...
Well, one thing I do want to say is my favorite thing about Genshin is that you can still be taught new things by new players.
Oh, like you and the fucking mushrooms.
The mushrooms.
In, Sumeru.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response.
Between that and then...
Oh yeah,
wonder
with
what the
me
issue is.
doing the electro, and then
Storm,
also the jellyfish
something
thing being
else.
able to be pushed around.
Sarge,
And
in
the-
the day
Fontaine.
you learn
and
to
the
let go
Animo
and just
things
enjoy
with
moments like
a
this is the
Animo
day you'll
character.
finally understand the
Yeah.
meaning of life.
I think I discovered that
hello,
with
sir.
Vaka. I just
believe you
grabbed
were the one
one
sitting
and
at a
then
nearby
just
table
did
back
his
at
charge
Pretorian
jump,
Restaurant.
and then it just
Any friend of the
did
theater
that.
star
But only
performers is a
some
friend
of them
mine.
do it, is
It's a
the
pleasure
thing.
to meet you. I meet you.
It's very strange.
Greetings. Major Valerian.
Because
head
only
the
some of
Special
them do
Assignments
it.
Battalion.
It's not
Armory
all
Palace
of them.
Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. I am here to ensure Mr. Mitia's personal safety.
Mr. Traveler.
It'll be
I can't
nice
help
if
but
he's
notice
like
that
a
you're so
4-star
dead
that
stealing
goes
glances at me.
alongside.
I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything
Mitia.
I might have done to offend her. What? You
I
mean
do think
really did do
Genshin
something?
needs
So,
more
Mr.
4-stars.
Mitia- Yes, that's right.
Actually,
Really?
I think
I can't even
Genshin
talk
needs
about
at
that?
least 2
Pretty sure it
4-stars
counts as
per
part of my
region,
private life.
is what I should say. I will say though, I think
I won't say anything.
I think other Hoyo titles like Star
Sorry,
Rail
Traveler.
and
As you
ZZZ
can
need
see,
more
I'm
4
afraid this
stars.
pleasant chat will
There
have
just
to end
needs
here.
to be more 4 stars than 5 stars, and Genshin is really bad at it.
Well, Genshin's better at it than the other Hoyo games. Because every patch there is always a new 4-star. I think
there needs to be
I don't think
more
it's
fucking
ever been
4
this
stars
lively
than there are 5
backstage
stars.
before. I didn't know you were coming
I think
today.
it needs to be on par.
Have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was...
I'm with you. This could be just the...
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more
Because I am
intel
going
out
to
of
point
him.
this out.
For the Rokad, or just that...
1, 2,
There
3,
are other people
4,
around.
5.
Don't say they are one.
Actually, can I sort it by 4 stars? No. Okay, so I need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
have to-
6,
I couldn't
7,
agree more,
8, 9,
especially
10,
considering the weight
11,
of the
12,
subject matter.
13, 14,
It takes a truly
17,
seasoned professional
18,
to do justice to a
20,
theme like
21,
love
22,
and
23,
regret.
24, 25, 26,
Do you
7,
think we were
28,
coming on too strong?
29,
Oh, that's ignoring us
30,
again.
31,
What about you?
32, 33,
What did you
34,
think of today's
35, I
performance?
think, because I miscounted her.
Oh
36,
my.
37,
I'll
38,
make sure to save it.
This doesn't
Actually, it might just be
sound
quicker to
fair.
look it up.
And now it looks like... You know Mitia too?
No, I don't. I just... How's it looking, Alosh?
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
Okay, so the fucking guy.
May I have your
who ran
attention, please?
outside
The storm is
was not in
unlikely
the
to
photo.
stop tonight, and it'll be even more dangerous outside
Okay.
at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow
Okay, so
morning?
roughly,
The early birds in the audience
if
might
we
think we're part of some
round,
experimental new show.
if we round to the nearest decimal point,
That could be
Genshin
fun.
has for every
Anyone who doesn't
one
wish to step on the
5
stage, please
for
follow
every
me.
one
I'll
4-star,
show you
there
to
is
the
1.5 5 stars.
I guess I'll call it a night. Though I feel like I won't sleep
But
very well without Paimon
honestly,
here.
is a pretty
I'm sure
fucking
she'll be
good.
worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as
Yeah,
she
no,
looks out the
that
window,
to me
I
is a
wonder if
pretty
she's feeling any
fucking
better
good
yet. At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still,
ratio.
I should try and get back first.
But let's compare that to ZZZ. Well, actually, let's compare that to Star Rail first. Of the characters that are out, there are 20.
Magical area?
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us. Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy.
Yeah,
There's
figured
no
as
way
much.
you've forgotten. Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those black mist
Here we go again.
What's going on?
Okay,
That black mist down there is creeping me out.
let me have a look at your stream.
The Black Mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the Black Mist leads to everlasting peace.
Oh, okay, I know where
If
you are.
ask
Yeah.
me, they're just lying to themselves.
Okay, so for Genshin, it was roughly for every one 4-star, there was 1.5 5 stars, which seems like a good fucking ratio to have. In comparison, in Star Rail,
Your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the
roughly
collapse
for
of your
every
will.
one 4-star,
Put the question
there
out
are
of your
3 5
Stay
stars.
strong and believe
We're
that
getting
the Black
further
Mist
away from the
means
prize, but it's not the worst.
I can't do this anymore.
All this will pass eventually, I promise.
You accuse the
And
Black
I
Mist
am referring to the
cultists of
ones that are
being
currently
cult of
in,
the Black
not the
Mist
ones
has
that are.
poisoned your mind,
No, I'm not
I am.
factoring the ones that are coming
I
into
think
the
I'll take
future.
my chances with the Black Mist over this.
Oh boy, this
As
one's gonna be
much as I
even worse.
detest
I
the
can
Black
tell for a
Mist
fact.
cultists, I'm just
Oh.
too weary.
Then I bid you both farewell.
Okay, it's not
Fate
too
always
bad.
appears so impossibly complicated. But their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on,
But it's gonna have the same problem. I can
Torgov
tell.
and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by. Yes, it looks like it's this happens
Fucking
from time to time.
stop! You.
Well,
I'm going to fucking get shaved and shave it all off.
Baby, you're gorgeous though.
I know, but it's fucking being a cunt.
What is it,
Right, so
What's wrong?
So the numbers we've got, for every one 4-star in Genshin, there is 1.5 5-stars. Okay, that's reasonable. And then in Honkai Star Rail, for every one 4-star, we have 3 5-stars. It's not as good, but it's okay. ZZZ is newer, and I think they are trying to reprehend it, because they, I think, are adding a new 4-star soon. But currently, for every one 4-star or A rank, there are 3.3 5-stars or S ranks.
These
So,
two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow
like,
I knew that. Have I seen this
there
man
really
before?
does just need to be.
Let me take a look.
I don't play it, so I'm not really gonna say it out loud, but I am curious about Wuthering
No vital
Waves.
signs in either of them. They're dead.
What's its?
The cause of death, however, remains unclear.
Well,
No
it's
one-
one. There's only
Just last
56
night,
characters
we
in
were chatting and
total.
joking away. This is so sudden.
Could they have had
So it
pre-existing
might
medical
not be
conditions?
too bad.
Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are extremely
see.
low.
It's hard to believe that
that
they died
is
of natural
worse.
causes.
I mean,
But
they,
let's see.
they
This
could
appears
have
to be a
fucking
suicide.
died because they were fucking cold.
Okay, that is.
Who was the first to discover the bodies?
There's a murder.
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I
Okay,
wanted
that's
to see if the
interesting
snow had
figures.
stopped. Then I noticed that the door
It's
to this
funny
room
that
was
we
open,
complain
and
about
it looked
Genshin
like
not
there was a
having
man
too
and
many
woman
4-stars, but honestly, they have the
just went
best
over to see what was
ratio
going on.
of like this
I can corroborate
thing.
this.
Actually, I
I
am
can
gonna
also
check
confirm that I didn't see a
Nevinus
single
to Evanus'
person approach
one
that room
purely
beforehand.
because I'm curious.
The snowstorm was raging
It's
all night,
not
and it's still
really
going
a
now.
comparison, considering the
There's no
fact that
way
it's
someone could have
basically
come in
brand
from
new.
outside.
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for.
Nothing on backstage is clear.
We checked the basement. Also clear.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
This can only
Alright.
mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you
Nevinus
see in
isn't
novels.
We can't
particularly
quite jump to that conclusion.
Could he
the
be
same,
right? It's said in a theater
purely
during a
because
snowstorm.
it's basically
A murder
brand new
takes
and it's
place,
only just come
and the
out.
killer is among
And it's
us.
sort of at the it's at the point of its
Such a classic
lifespan where
trope that
adding
it
in
seems
another A
unbelievable.
Looking
rank
at who the killer
isn't
targeted
particularly
and the clean entry and exit.
interesting given their
It all adds
stuff.
up. I know
But
what this is. It's obvious now that I think about it.
it's funny because it's not
Both
as
victims were
bad
wealthy,
as
well-known
even
local merchants.
Star
And the
Rail.
door was deliberately left open, so
For
I would
every
discover the bodies and
one
witness the crime. Such
A
ruthless
rank,
method.
there is 2.5 S ranks.
You mean Lilac is among us? And he's the
But
killer?
again, it's a brand new
This
game, so
code
it's
name.
not
member of the Rokot, anti-Project Snezhnaya.
It's not
Always
as
works alone.
useful, these
I read the case
metrics.
files at the Armory Palace. Walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chuganov.
I have a feeling he's Lilac.
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Snezhnaya at the Snezhnaya Act. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all
I
that
have
you
a feeling
asked.
he is
But
Lilac.
Project Snezhnaya cannot be so easily shaken. Not with the
So
rooster
that he
in
can try and
charge.
shift the blame. And act like he's not.
I'm going to simply say this. You already know who Lilac is. It is not confirmed, though.
And now you're resorting
Let's see if your memory is good.
Isn't that right? I knew it. The
It's either
Rokot
her or
despises
her.
The rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes. Show
The
yourself.
Hydrofae is, if that's who you're referring to.
I'll do whatever you want.
The Hydrofae?
Stop
So
playing
it's
these
her.
mind games.
It's not her, but she was already someone you know.
Was this
I'm not
really
going to say
Lilac
anything
doing?
more, because if I say anything more, I will straight up give it away.
Okay, that's
Odette
literally
really is
implying
Lilac.
Lilac is Odette.
This seems
No.
out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her? I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelek's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette in the line of fire. What should I do?
I don't think
The only
it's
thing I
likely
want to
that
say
Lilac
is
killed, at
the
least
out
from
of
the
the
stories I've heard.
the outfits
He's never killed
from
anyone before, and his
the
name
Welkin
has never
Moon.
come up in connection with any murder cases.
Aether definitely got the better out of the
Even
two.
if Lilac did want to threaten you, why resort to such an
I love
extreme and
my girl
roundabout method?
Lumine's outfit,
not his
but
style at
Aether
all.
definitely got the better of the
Vodanitsa
two.
doesn't know that Lelek might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical
Especially
to
for colder climate.
Yes, Vodanitsa. Why do you...
I do still prefer the belly,
Oh,
but
no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also,
Well, if you
things
think
I like
I'm
about
so
Lumine,
wrong,
she's
The case is
pretty,
still
she's
evolving,
strong,
Mr. Chuganov.
she's powerful.
Please do not prevent
Things I
others
like
from
about
expressing their
Aether,
opinions so
Betty,
Even so,
his
there's no
sister.
denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that... I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside, I have...
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. And whoever this Lilac is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate.
Yes, Bone, I'm aware
Refrain from
Restless is
exiting the premises
streaming.
until further
I am
notice.
watching it.
Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect. Unless anyone
I'm
has
also
further
in
information
it.
to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to...
Okay. Now what?
And have been for the past 40 minutes.
So Odette should be... Open your quest.
you're right. That was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected.
Hello.
Since Vodanitsa and I were on the same page earlier.
Oh, I got a standard
Whoa,
wish.
whoa, whoa. Are you serious?
I don't think I'm owed anything on
I
this
don't know if
account,
this
but
counts as gossip, but it's definitely
you never
on
know,
track to
because
be
I
the
got
Odette?
Arlahino in 4 fucking
Really?
pools.
Odette? Oh god, how dumb does this make me look?
If only she
Lilac
came
has
home
been
like that the
right
first
under my nose
time.
this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
So Odette
Actually,
is
it's
Lilac.
exactly what you'd expect. Sometimes, hiding in plain
Maybe.
sight is the best strategy.
You're a pain in the ass.
And now that you mention it, the more I think
I can't
about
say
it, the
anything
more
without it
scary
being
up to
inherently
now.
a spoiler at where you are, or based off what I can see
Odette's
where you are.
identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a fatous, a member of the Rokot. It must be so exhausting. I just want to give her a hug.
I don't
guess since
want
I've
to.
always known her as
Well,
a
she's
member of
clearly
the
a
family,
reference to
it never
Swan
even
Lake.
crossed my
So
mind
you've
that
got
she could
the
be involved with the
beautiful
Rokot.
gorgeous side and then the assassin
I don't
killer.
understand. If she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have
Well,
for
yeah.
being so opposed to Project Stuzha?
But that might just be due to the fact that
best
she's a
if you ask her that in
ballerina and
person.
Fatui.
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, does that mean we're... Yeah. Lelik may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership,
Where did I
but
even
as far
get
as I'm
that?
concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her actions benefit the poor.
Did I get that standard wish
You
from?
think she'd really admit to being Lelik?
Did I level
I don't
someone
know.
up?
We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the
I think I
assumption
leveled
that she
someone
didn't
up
kill-
yesterday.
Was
Oh,
it
of course, that'd
Wolfboy?
be from Arlehino.
Now's her chance. Oh. Hey,
I just
Odette.
forgot about it.
What is it? Shh. Keep your voice down. So, all right, fine.
there we go.
None of us believes you'd kill. The Traveler was the first. Still, it's clear where the group consensus is heading. We're your colleagues, and we. So, can you?
All right. Yes, I'm Lelik. And no, I'm not the murderer.
Okay.
And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for
Kinda
me.
wish
Actually,
Catherine
I'm planning
had
to reveal my
a line that she'd say for Columbina.
You're gonna.
That's right. I'll admit I was surprised.
Like she's
at first
she's
when
got her
Shuganov
own
guessed
line
that I was
for
here. It was
Snezhnaya,
just a lucky
but
guess,
not for
but it caught me off
Columbina.
guard. But after taking some time to assess the situation
Right,
and
that's just-
confirm where everyone stands, I
Because
don't.
I think if I do the daily missions now that I've already claimed my dailies, everything that would have gone into my dailies goes into the point so that I can start using resin again.
What game you're playing?
It is frustrating that it
one
resets
identity.
every fucking
So what if it's
.0,
exposed?
apparently.
I can disappear, and I made my peace with this when I chose to. But more importantly, I promise I am not the
Alright,
murderer.
today's Thursday.
So, if anyone still insists that I did
Here's me
this,
being a dumbass
otherwise,
thinking,
I suggest
wait,
that
why
you
haven't
bite
I
your
got
tongue. Because if you
my
really
thing
believe
today?
I killed 2 people without
'Cause
making
that's
a
not until
sound
tomorrow.
or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Is this really the truth?
That's confident.
A real no-nonsense attitude.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey, officer! She just admitted to.
I do have one question, Miss Odette.
If I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all, and that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rational thinking under pressure. Clearly, Odette's talent extends far beyond the art of dance.
She thought so far ahead. Ugh. Why do I always feel...
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority. Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect.
I understand. You're...
Mr. Chu...
For my wife and daughter's sake.
The fact that he keeps saying for my wife and my daughter's sake is making me really suspect he doesn't have a wife or daughter.
Good work, Lelik guard team. And Lelik too. Here, have some hot water.
Yeah.
Turns out Valeri knew about my exploits.
Cause like, from
So
what
now
I've
been
heard,
told I have to guard Lelik with
he
him.
constantly like
Shouldn't you be
flaunts
facing
it,
my way if you're guarding me?
but no one
At
has
the
ever
moment,
seen them.
It looks more like...
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have
If
claimed,
you love your
we must keep our guard up against them also.
relatives
Don't
so
worry,
fucking
Tonya.
much,
We'll get through
why would
this.
you never bring them to
Once
a play?
the snow stops, the officials will
The
step
obvious
in.
answer
The
is
investigation
you
will
don't
get
have
easier,
them.
and then we'll be safe.
Maybe.
You're gonna miss us, huh? Well, some of us work at the theater.
The only
so
thing I can say for
we'll
certain
still be
is you
here.
will find
I'll even
out
give you a special
concretely
backstage pass.
in this section.
Really, Miss Vodyanitsa? Aw, all right. Let's swear to it.
It's really difficult for me to try and mince my words so that I don't say anything that gives things away.
How
Don't
much
indulge her,
food
Tonya.
would a
You don't have
fucking...
to swear an oath over things like that.
How much
You
food
really
would
do
an
get carried
opera
away
house
sometimes,
have?
don't you?
Hey!
Uh,
Don't be nervous, Miss Wateramp. Everyone's here.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily
Excuse
call it
me?
food. I'd argue it's more like
No, no, no.
snacks and stuff.
Wait, but how? Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp, but still.
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before.
Well, it's just we water imps
But
tend
it
to
probably
communicate our
have
emotions
enough
to each other by singing
to survive
rather than
like a
facial
snowstorm
expression.
for a few
The emotions
days.
we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions.
At least if it's a,
So we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
at least if it's not for
Impressed,
houses,
Trap.
but I'm like
I
thinking
didn't
of
take
like
you
the
for a
same
man
sort of thing.
Culture, but you're clearly rather learned.
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can usually only be understood by other water imps. It's not a simple case of a song sounding happy or sad, and yet, you're clear.
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a... Anyway, we spent so much time together.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a water imp friend is even more surprising. I'd better watch what I'm singing when I'm around you from now on.
I have not seen another
Hey,
water imp,
what are you
so
implying?
I'm feeling like he
You're
is
not
also bullshitting.
secretly insulting the audience in your songs.
Heavens, why would I do a thing like that?
Misha is kind of a bitch. Got it.
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. To guard against the killer. Someone...
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight. It will be safer.
As long as someone keeps an eye on Lelik, I'm quite sure we won't have any trouble.
Someone needs
Are
to
you
keep
saying
an eye
that you
on
wish to
you,
bet your life
specifically.
on Miss Odette being the killer? Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveler, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch.
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the night watch while also keeping an eye on Lelik. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the trap. I expect that plan took you quite some time to come up with.
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners overnight. That being said, I must clarify that I harbor no... In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fun...
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3. I'm calling dibs on being the first to...
Night.
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. Not going to argue with that.
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the night watch. I should wake her up. I came here to get information from her in the first place.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me? Couldn't sleep. Plus, there's something I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation too.
Be fair, the
Just had a
Traveler doesn't
simple
really...
question for
well,
you, really.
Cryo
Rosaline.
Traveler doesn't fit
In her
in
final
a
moments, did she have
Stellar
like-
Swirl team.
I see. No.
They
She's utterly
thrive in a
ruthless
stellar
in pursuing her
conduct.
goals. That kind of person
Because
should be
whenever
hard
they
to
do
miss.
stellar conduct damage, so if you have an
Even though
off-field
I never
conduct
approved of her methods, and she was an abrasive person.
or an off-field
The fact
electro,
remains that I am indebted
I don't know,
to
like
her.
Beidou
she
or
told you.
Aloysia,
I guess that makes sense. I think she and Rosaline
they
were on
benefit
pretty good
more.
terms. Yes. Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing.
I bapped the mic.
Not that
Sorry.
it's any huge secret to me, though.
Benoy.
When I was a child, I had to join the Fatui for the sake of my mother and me. I trained under Rosaline. It was extremely grueling.
As far as I'm
and it didn't
aware,
exactly come naturally to me. All
Oh,
I
no.
could do was try to ignore the biting cold and
okay, so we can
practice. I
get
was a
up
newcomer who
to
managed to make
we
a
can,
good first
okay, so for the
impression on a
weapon,
harbinger.
at least for this patch,
It was
we can get refinement rank
to
3
live up to her
and level 90.
To be worthy of the fair
Presumably
lady's
the final
reputation.
2 refinements
Every
will
day
be
was a struggle against the cold,
in the next
pain,
patch.
and fatigue. And after enduring all that, surely any child who had to experience that would grow. So I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because in my young mind, that was the only
Damn,
way.
I died
My way of
fucking
telling her. The fatuous
falling.
demands
Okay.
and your expectations of me are not what I wish for. One day, I will leave. I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet. She knew one time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed. I told her, "You don't deserve to watch the dance I learned." She looked stunned.
Alright, I'm back up roughly to where I started.
Before she had the chance. But strangely enough, on that occasion, she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead, she fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came to watch me dance again either. Not even once. She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Of the look on her face. Sort of. Although gift
I didn't fucking
might be
fall
too
that
kind
far.
a term. This is her flame sealed within
I
ice.
really wish that outfit
A
could be
symbol of her
fucking
favor,
permanent.
yes. But also her way of
Cool,
keeping
my
an eye on
train.
people. She knew the location of every piece of
I've actually got some points on this
If
account.
any
I do not
recipient
know
started
how to
acting
get them.
suspiciously, she'd be on to them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval.
Oh,
feel
I'm out of, which means I need to use them up
When news of
on
Rosalind's
something.
death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their core Ignis. It gave them a profound sense of relief.
Understandable.
Like they'd broken free from her shackles. But I kept
Oh.
mine.
Okay, so that's what that's for.
My
That's just for like
sensitivity
getting
to
stuff
pain
onto
being
the
as dull
thing.
as it is,
Alright.
the warmth from this core Ignis is one of the few
Let's
things I can
head
still
towards
feel clearly.
threat.
I still wonder.
Threat
Did she really come to
can you
stop
tell
me
I'm
that
not?
night?
Can you tell I don't
I
speak
wasn't
Cyrillic?
sure, but I was scared. So I said some really awful things. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a
There it is.
shame that we couldn't... She did. Are you sure she was talking... No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait. In that case... Okay.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're...
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle. The weapon's construction was completed in Nodcry. Now, yes, the weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester. And the lab is located deep within the armory.
What I do
palace.
like is that they've
I'm
at
not
least
sure
made
why this
Traveler
experiment
able
would
to be
making
used as an
Paimon feel
on-field
unwell,
or
though.
off-field.
The best way to get to the bottom of it would be to go
I
there
like
in person.
I
And
like
once we
that
get out
they've
of
kept
here,
what they
I'll help
did
you apply
with
for an entry permit.
with Natlan,
And I'm
where
hardly the
Traveler is both
organization's
on and
proudest
off-field.
member, as you know. You answered my
And
question
if that
about
goes to
Rosalind.
say anything, the Saritsa might also be
What's
an
wrong?
on and off-field
You two seem to be
character.
hitting it off.
I thought you were sleeping.
Which
Of
I
course
hope
was.
is the
In
fact.
the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most...
Even if he was awake,
Well, thank you both for keeping watch.
Sure. This is our second night here, but at least I found out a little more about Paimon's condition. I hope she's been sleeping well. Seriously? Is this payback for when I... Never mind. I'd better...
Odette wants to murder me.
Unsurprising.
What are you spacing out for?
I think I know where the scene you were at.
Limit too.
Okay, so these two are gonna die next.
How long have we been walking?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since...
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was
Whatever it's called. But it seems like no matter...
That's interesting. This is a world quest, but it's voiced. This, I believe, will get me the last compass I need. Or only... I still have the Opera House one to get, but I can go grab that soon.
Not again! I lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful.
Jesus, why are they so strong?
I do not know. Is that your traveler or is that a trial traveler? What the fuck was that?
That is a trial traveler, because I do not have any of these.
Okay.
Unless you put them on there, I do not have those. Yeah, that's trial, because I clearly do not have a level 90 fucking sword.
I...
Should've run faster.
Might?
It's trial, because I only have level 20.
Oh, it's...
Here they come again! Get ready!
We got ourselves a straggler.
Here comes another.
What the heck? Gotta.
Monsters ahead of us. The black mist behind us. It feels like there's no escape.
Fine. Enough! Should've run faster.
That guy's here.
Aw, I don't actually remember the bunny being there.
Are you hurt, Cool?
No. I'm fine. Yeah. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
I wonder why this is voiced and all the others aren't.
Thank you.
Or I say all the others, but the only other one is the one that has Aloysia. I imagine the Opera House is going to involve Odette.
We really are getting
Although I
closer
kind
to
of
the
imagined
star.
it would have involved her, but...
Congratulations. You're the first person to make it. I'm the star's envoy. The black mist has stopped rising. This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue. Hmm? Congratulations on reaching the star. Huh? What's...
Rampana! Rampana!
Is that...
Coolish! Wake up! Please!
The situation is identical.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Rampana. Coolish.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not...
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened.
Likewise. And from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveler can be
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I heard the Traveler and Lelik chatting, but otherwise
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone.
What could possibly be I worked closely with Rampana and Coolidge.
4 victims in just 2 days. And we still don't have I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible.
I
And
hope
above all, keep Tonya safe.
when they add her, despite not being from Fontaine or even remotely related to, but due to the fact that she's a water imp, she has the same diving within Fontaine that they have.
If you ask me, this killer
Though
can
I wouldn't be
clearly
surprised
strike
if they
whenever
just forget
please.
it.
The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelik must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly, she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
Here we go again.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer. It most certainly was not.
Wonder what the
Can you
summer
stop being
event's
an
gonna be,
asshole
bitch.
for 5
She's
fucking
been playing
minutes?
us for fools. You get off on this,
Please
don't
tell
you?
me these two are
Revealing
dying
your
next.
identity, only to carry on
Which
with
two?
your killing spree?
Him and the fucking scarf dude.
That's a hideous
How
Because I'm getting sick and tired of this motherfucker.
That's enough.
I can say one of them
Yesterday,
dies.
You named Lelik as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Lelik might
Because
have had a
clearly,
motive then.
a fucking playable
but
character is not
today's
gonna die.
victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine.
Yep.
What reason would she have to murder them? Let me guess. Just to scare you?
Who knows? Maybe you don't know.
There.
I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this world?
Because
that
I
have what
really
it
don't
takes
want
to kill another
Tartaglia's
person?
sister to die.
Not many,
I will
I'd wager.
cry.
Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now
Yeah.
she has revealed her identity.
Everything you've said so far is still.
How can you defend her office?
Because there's only 3
Maybe I shouldn't
fucking
be so
left.
surprised. You military types are all so you can get your grubby paws on our. Don't you dare!
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people. 4 people have
Okay,
already
so
died.
the only one that's unvoiced is Aloysius.
Little.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims.
I had
You're a
no
fucking
intention of
loser.
resorting to violence. But you're right, Miss Tonya. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov has calmed down a little now.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation.
Did you have an idea, Mitya?
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received. But then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what do you suggest?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to
Yeah,
make.
but there is a god of death, so...
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable
And that
curiosity.
bitch is gonna show up at the end
But
of this act,
if the present
so
situation defies
I
all
would
known
not be
scientific
surprised if it's
explanations,
all
I
fucking
don't mind
her
shifting my
doing.
curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it,
fuck was that?
I remember when I first came to the theater.
Me
I heard
or
rumors about this place being haunted.
it's a nervous laugh because I'm trying to not say too much to give it away. It's the reason most of my answers are you'll see, you'll find out.
But I mean,
Yes.
they're only rumors, right?
Because I'm not necessarily saying anything.
Surely we would have noticed any.
It's also the reason I take longer is because I have to think about whether I can say what I want to say.
Whether or not to even respond.
If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies.
I like Odette. I might get her in on her rerun. Because I want to save for the Saritsa. And I want to get I also want to get the Saritsa's weapon, whatever it may be. So I need to save at least 160, 140, 300 wishes.
Oh, not you.
At absolute worst, I'll need to save up 340 wishes. But 300 should be enough.
Hmm. Fucking shit. Really? I got stuck on the chair.
Baby.
I do like these tables though. Tables and chairs.
Oh yeah.
Those will also be nice. Okay. I feel like they were kind of lazy with the fucking layout for this, but
it's understandable considering the fact that this is something where they just sort of pulled all the tables out
oh, bad.
and the bed. Presumably the beds are props for like plays and whatnot. But given the fact that we're trapped inside, having them in use
Larry,
makes sense.
Come take a look at this.
Some sort of notebook.
It's the on-duty logbook
I
for the
do
theater.
like Odette,
Coolish was the
and
main
honestly,
person to use it. He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents
I
during
think
the show,
that
audience numbers, exit times, and so on. Yes, he'd always have this logbook with him when he checked tickets.
This should confirm a lot of key details about the recent show.
Yes, the number of people. I've checked and double-checked.
hold on, where
but
am
the
I?
numbers
Ah,
just
yes, I
don't
do.
match what's recorded
I
in
do
the-
like Odette, and I should probably grab her on one of her reruns, as I am at least going
Are we
somewhat
certain that
into
logbook
Stella.
is accurate? Could someone
And I
have
believe
sneaked
her
in
best
without
team
buying a
is
ticket
her
or something?
and
Unlikely. Coolish took his duties very seriously. Not to mention that this was a dress
that's all of
rehearsal,
them.
meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions.
Check. If I head over here and
We
use
no
my
longer have
compass,
our
will it
tickets with
work?
us, do we? They got collected on entry. I assume there's
As
no
long
way
as
we
don't start a fucking cutscene,
The
because
theater recycles tickets.
you know Hoyo
Once
in there.
people are in the door, they
Yeah,
don't tend
okay.
to.
So there are only 3 places
I'm
then.
inclined to believe that this discrepancy in the head count.
Did an extra person just materialize?
Or there are only 3 places that you need to get compasses.
There was one motherfucker who left. Or is that not the discrepancy that they're bitching about?
No. If I'm where I think you are.
Tonya, did you find him?
Not yet. Still looking. So,
Okay, yeah. It's difficult for me to say with certainty.
This looks like...
Because I don't know how much I can say.
let's read it together.
Oh. I can say that you're reading through the Water Imp's diary. Because that's not necessarily a spoiler. Bitch. Ooh. Okay, so I don't have her, but Eula wouldn't be bad for a Stellar Swirl team.
Huh. This
Maybe it's a little rude for us to peek at it.
Given the fact that a lot of her problems come, a lot of her DPS comes from her needing the plunge.
Belong to the aristocracy, who were driven out of Snezhnaya
Right,
by...
to my train.
We're sorry. It's fine.
I need to use up some resin. I need, actually, I know how to use resin. I need the artifacts for this
Scouring the place for clues.
this area.
All right, give me my notebook back.
I need that stuff as well, but artifacts are more important because the artifacts build a character. There it is. Is this the one? Yep.
Aww, baby girl.
What happened? Ah, Tonya.
No.
Oh, Voitsianda. Ah, how am I so stupid? Ah.
My dad's asking me for coconut milk, or for coconut water.
Did an extra person just...
Hey, Nobu. I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say.
We did this one. Where's the other one?
Silence.
Yes.
Oh, it's over here. Okay.
He just messaged you as well.
Yep.
Alright.
So are you having
Agreed.
D&D or no?
I'm gonna say no because we don't have it, but it's sort of probably we're gonna
Since you're
probably
here,
have our
come take a look
one-on-one
at
at
this.
least,
Alosha found it. We're both curious to hear your
or
perspective.
at least my
It
one-on-one,
appears to be an investigation
and maybe
report.
Novi's.
And the focus of the investigation was the rumors of haunting we
There
heard about
are.
earlier.
Folklore studies, it appears to be connected to something far more mysterious in ancient civilization. The creatures of ancient gods or powers beyond this world. The possibilities leave ample room for speculation. From now on, we should take this as a lesson. Simple surface does not imply what lies beneath the shares of the same level or existence of nature. Ley lines.
Oh my god, he's reading.
Shut
something
the
a Genshin
fuck
player
up!
has never done before. Oh, something a Genshin player has never done before. That is not a slight at you being dyslexic. That's a slight at you being a Genshin player.
You're also a Genshin player.
He doesn't read.
Exactly.
Of course he doesn't fucking read.
I actually need to return that book because I'm not sure when. I think I've got until somewhere in the 20th. But I should probably return that book tomorrow. That's probably what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do when I wake up is just go return the book.
This person's name looks to be of Sumeru origin to me.
The theater manager must have hired an investigator once specifically to look into this issue.
But presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also... Anyway, the bottom line
Presumably
is,
he's going to want us to go
haunting
into
is
the War of
actually
the Sky
real after
soon.
all.
Or not War of the Sky, that's
It's
yours.
caused by an
Vegas by
obstruction in
Night.
the ley lines. Is there any chance this is the key to finally making some progress with the murder cases? Ley line problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. And while it certainly offers an explanation for the ghosts, it's hard to imagine what connection it could have to these two murder cases. Some of the language that appears at the very end of the report caught my eye. Angel civilization, ley line renovation? My area of research doesn't touch on any of that, so it's completely outside... huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet.
God damn it.
How unnerving. Death is near. Is that... But if so, how did the author foresee it?
Maybe things are more complicated than we thought.
No, wait a second. If we take the report and the note at face value, they completely contradict one another. The report definitively concludes that the hauntings in the theater are harmless and cannot affect the real world. But the note seems to be... The question is, what exactly does the note mean by death?
I'm gonna head over just to get it.
Devada? Or, not Ruka Devada, what the fuck is her name?
Let's see, it's Istaroth is Venti's
The
mother.
various ways we could interpret this keyword lead in completely different directions.
Paimon
Let's pause
is
our analysis here for now. I
the
think we need
Space
more
Shade.
information.
She's not. I don't know.
Isn't it starts with an R?
Renoa?
Together,
Yes.
it's
Or
not
something
impossible,
like
is
that.
it? If anything, it's the natural conclusion.
I think I butchered it because I'm
Oh, I
trying to
beg to
think,
differ.
but
This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's because I'm still
I'm gonna
viewing
move
this
into
through the
Vegas
lens
by
of a
night.
typical murder investigation.
I'm sorry,
But
Mr.
still, I'm struggling to be persuaded by your theory.
You'll be back by the time I end
Does it
stream.
really sound that far-fetched?
Yeah, probably.
All right, well, let's treat that as speculation for now.
All right.
I do agree with what you've said.
Good. Okay, now
I
that
love
we've...
you. I'll see you in a bit.
You.
Wait, Silo invited you? Okay. Okay. I don't... The fuck's happened?
So, that's about I'll
What do you
share
mean?
my theory
Where's
first.
Paul?
Based on what we've learned from
He's
the
gone to
logbook,
talk to
I
Xylo
believe the
to do
extra
his
person
thing.
among us is most likely the killer.
In Vegas by night or
If the
whatever.
killer had simply bought a ticket, it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being
Yeah, I guess
exposed. I expect he or she either hid
Then
in the
go-
theater ahead
Go
of time,
with him.
or found a way to slip past the ticket inspection.
I don't know what
They then blended in with the
He's
group
DM'd
and
you?
waited for an opportunity to strike.
What about the note found in the investigation report? Any thought?
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort of sick joke. I've seen my fair share of psychopathic killers. They love playing cryptic mind games.
So, it has nothing to do with the haunting of the theater?
This theory makes sense to me. If we have an audience member unaccounted for, chances are they didn't come here to watch the show.
Could it really be that simple?
So, in other words, all we have to do is find out who got in here without a ticket, and all our problems will... Then let me make one thing clear. All the theater staff should be well aware that I came here for the...
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too. Everything short of throwing a temper tantrum and rolling around on the floor at the entrance.
I most certainly did not degrade myself in such a way.
You did.
Probably a stupid question, but I might as well ask. Guess it was naive of me to expect that.
Especially after the unprompted Lelik reveal. Once was already a miracle. Twice? I got my ticket from Child. As things stand, the audience head count doesn't add up. I guess we...
Would it be him?
Valeri came to the theater to catch Mitya.
Ayo.
Those two should be able to vouch for one another, and their motives...
Okay, so it would be...
Tonya received her ticket the same way I did. I assume Child got both of them together. In any case, I knew in advance that Tonya was coming.
Okay. So it's these two.
I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. If no one... Mr. Shram, did you really go through the ticket inspection to get in here?
Huh? Me? Why am I being singled out, my friend? Do I seem that suspicious?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious, more that everyone else has been ruled out as trustworthy.
Okay. Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now, so I'm sure you can all tell what kind of person I am. I'm a true gentleman. I never dream of doing something like sneaking to the theater without a ticket.
Yeah, I have no doubt that you're a good person. But the problem is, none of us here actually know you, so no one can say for sure that you are who you claim to be. Although, actually, what was it you said last night? Yeah, you're friends with that water imp, which is why you understand our primary mode of expression. Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining in Snezhnaya, since most of the water imps left. Could you tell me a little bit more about your friend? there's a good chance I actually know her. And I suppose it's also kind of a way for everyone—
Good grief. Are you blunt?
Hey, revolting is a little strong. That was just the bodyguard hired by our family. But the stars must have aligned, because sparks began to fly between me and their daughter.
We don't need details.
Okay. I'm just a little even with me to protect her. If word gets out that she's dating—
Really? Wait.
Huh? Shram, what the devil are you—
Why is everyone looking—
Delicate times. Faction—
yes? You know, this—
If I'm not mistaken, the last significant civil war in Snezhnayan history was over 400 years ago, when Her Majesty the Tsaritsa had just taken the throne and was consolidating her reign.
What do you mean, 400 years?
What's going on here?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this round. As far-fetched as it is.
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe—
Is someone going to explain what's going on?
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you, Traveler?
The theater's ley lines have been modified to block souls within its grounds from returning to them. Some souls can even wander this place forever. Mr. Shram's statement proves he is from hundreds of years ago. And according to the investigation report on the theater hauntings, Mr. Shram is very—
So wandering the theater.
For some unknown reason, the soul that has been wandering the theater due to the ley line issues has joined our group and blended in. Yeah, that must be the immediate reason why the ticket count doesn't match the number of people present.
Death is new in this case.
The contents of the investigation report have been verified. There are indeed ley line issues and wandering souls in the theater. Death likely symbolizes the deceased. Mr. Shram, for instance, death is near. That must mean that there's a dead person in our midst.
Yeah, the logic is clear now. The investigation report said that there would be souls stuck wandering around the theater because the ley lines were cut off. Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased. People who died a long time.
Someone who died a long time.
In short, there's a dead person among us. The extra person.
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like— But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past 2 nights.
Yeah, even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the theater can't affect reality.
Then what if the problem isn't the souls at all? The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Huh. Why does this analogy sound so familiar?
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake? Or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
Because that's basically what
That could
happens
explain
to
why we weren't able to determine a
one,
cause of
right?
death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines, it does make some sense.
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of. Does that mean it's true?
Except there's no concrete evidence. Mitya's relying on it. Still, it seems like the—
All right, so how could Shram not know that he's dead? Seems a little unlikely that he hasn't noticed anything unusual.
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there. It's simply what's natural for them.
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually— I'm trying to remember and— even— I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death.
Well, I'm sure...
My lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together. All of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out. Performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war. I thought I could pull one over on them. So I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started shouting, calling me a traitor to humanity. But I was going to do whatever it took to buy her a chance to escape, no matter how many people stood in my way. I had to, both as her bodyguard and out of love.
It's all right, friend. You can stop.
It's just... If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me. If I'm the cause of all this death...
But, Mr. Shrimp...
There's not much we can do.
No. I refuse to be a burden. I know what I have to do. You said I've been wandering the theater for centuries, right? I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there.
Mr. Schramm, I'm sure we can figure out it.
My good sir. We both know I'm not supposed to be here.
No. I'm speaking on a personal level.
Let it go, man. Oh. Wait. One last thing. Miss Water Imp. My lover. Her name was Litia. Litia Ozarova. Do you know what happened to her?
Ozarova. Oh, Auntie Ozarova. That's what we all called her. I remember her as a very kind elder. She had a bunch of kids.
I'm so glad she survived. And she had lots of... As long as she went on to be happy. That's all that matters. Besides, I'm dead. My soul's been wandering around here for so long because I was worried about her. But now, there's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed our time together over these past few days. Perhaps...
Take care, my man.
I knew Mr. Shrimp was already dead.
Death is cruel. No matter.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? I was only little, so I don't remember much. It's terrible to think that so many innocent people had their lives turned upside down. Even the historical records about that time period don't say much about it. All people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fae aristocracy without explanation, then used her terrifying power to suppress the humans.
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa chose to make herself the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity both sides had for each other at herself instead. That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much lingering tension between humans and Fae since. Things have been fairly harmonious for the past.
So, the Tsaritsa banished the Fae to protect the Fae living in the city? She offered herself up to be hated in exchange for peace.
Maybe it's not quite as bad as it sounds. I don't think Her Majesty is too concerned if mortals hate her or not. And besides, there are very few who truly do.
All this time, I had...
All right. If Mitia's theory is correct, then I think we can
Ugh, if only this blasted...
Have you... So many chairs. I love the purple furniture. So
Looks like now we can just rest. I still can't believe Shram turned out to be a ghost who'd been in the theater for hundreds of years.
Knock, knock.
Huh?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You know the door.
Think of it as a signal then. When I'm entering someone else's room and I knock, I'm here as Odette. If I don't knock, it's Lelik. Thanks.
So, why did you come to find me? Is there something I can help with?
Vodyanitsa said you knew about my secret identity from the start, but when everyone was discussing who Lelik could be, you were worried that revealing what you knew— Yes,
It's nothing. I mean, you didn't hold what happened with Signora against me, so...
Actually, there's something else as well. I found myself in a situation similar to the one you were in when you helped conceal my identity. So I thought I'd come and ask you for advice. It's about before all of this. The last time I saw him, he was dead. As I'm sure you know, my goal as Lelik was to stop Project Stuja. Well, when I found out the tech lead for the experiment behind Project Stuja was Mitya, I immediately started planning to track him down, and I often saw him around the theater. But I soon concluded that making my move there would risk exposing my identity. So I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. That way, the threat would be much more well, I suppose there was a bit of luck involved. But I am a Fatus, so I already had some familiarity with the building's layout. But when I finally made it to his lab, Mitya seemed to be dead. I checked his breathing and his pulse. I thought maybe another anti-Project Stuja activist had beaten me to it, and chosen a much more
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could barely contain the shock. To me, it was a miracle. Somehow, he'd come back from the dead. But then, the murder started happening and things got so complicated, that is, until Mitya himself said there must be a dead person among us.
And yet, you thought that bringing it up right away would single me.
Exactly. Besides, we soon figured out that Mr. Shram was a ghost, and we knew there was only one extra
But now, it seems like I understand why you kept it to yourself. There was so much information being thrown around during that discussion. Bringing up Mitya would have just introduced more confusion.
So, what do you think we should do?
Let me confirm one thing first.
Around a week ago, sometime—
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him just a few days ago at a restaurant. That definitely would have been after you found him dead. He seemed completely normal to me. Chatting with Vodyanitsa, trying to avoid Valer—
So he was definitely alive on that day.
Here's a thought. The reason we even suspected a dead person could be among us was because of the problem, but Mitya's death happened inside the Armory Palace. The ley lines affecting the—
You're right. I guess he doesn't fit the profile of the person we were searching.
I think the chances of it being him are very low. Surely he can't have died for real in the Armory Palace.
Unless what?
Unless he really did come back from the—
You're right.
Huh, what's this? A private meet? Where do I line up?
That's not what—
Well, I was just making...
This is very suspicious. Yeah, I think he's gonna be a 5-star.
What is going
He's
on
like
with
way
this
too
storm?
important for
Could
the
it be connected to
storyline
that
for him
monster that
to
just arrived
be-
in Snezhnaya?
I almost hope it is. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa left to vanquish that beast herself. We just need to wait for her triumphant return.
Do you think people still feel the cold after they die? I'm wondering about Shram. Oh, maybe we should have given him a coat before he went out there.
Death itself is cold, isn't it? I'm sure the storm will embrace him.
Well, I hope he has a safe journey. I'm going to miss him, thinking back on it. We barely made it out alive ourselves. Once we get out of here, how
Are you okay?
Look who's Mr. Nice Guy all of a sudden. Is it because Tonya stood up for you this morning? At least you know how to return.
Yeah, without Tonya, who knows how badly...
I told you already, I never
Little girl? I was rather surprised.
Oh, no.
I've been so kind to everyone, but never lets her old man off the hook. Unless my wife and I are having a fight, then especially when she was little. All right, easy now.
I don't know.
Are you taking anything for it?
Yeah. I'll be fine once I see my brother. He's gonna pick some frost fairy flower leaf.
I see.
We should probably discuss arrangements for tonight, now that the deceased has left up. However, out of an abundance of caution...
Shouldn't we take shit?
No need. I managed to get a nap in earlier, so I have plenty of energy right now.
What a long day. This whole situation turned out, but Valeri's right.
He's awake. He's awake! Get over here, you big lug!
If you must call me something, call me Mr. Door. The Black Mist is coming. You need to go.
Are you all right? He just seemed to come out of nowhere. Not much of a talker, but when it comes to... Curses! The Black Mist is... Mr. Door, I don't believe I've ever seen you around here before. Why is that?
There's no need to try to get to know...
Mr. Door! Monsters! Get rid of them!
I can just push these ones off.
Well, anyway, we're lucky to have you here. Thanks for saving us earlier.
No need to thank me. This is where my duty lies.
Ability to actually use it.
So we're doing this the hard way.
And Kate!
Like that. The same way James
win
was.
this.
You asked for it!
Yeah.
Remarkable work, Mr. Door. If I had your muscles, I'd do the same. Are none of these doors the one you're looking for?
No.
And Kate!
Come closer. Impossible.
Fighting frog!
Impossible.
My camera
So
angle is
exhausted.
weird.
Wait, look! There's more monsters down there. Are they coming? No, no! That gate!
Keep going.
Mr. Door, what are you doing? We need...
Found it. This is my...
What?
I am a door. This is where my duty lies.
No! You saved...
You must keep going. A door can only keep things out for so...
but... Oh... The Black Mist isn't moving anymore. Looks like surely I wasn't... Oh, okay, good. Hmm?
What time is it? I guess everyone's still asleep? Valeri? Wake up! Everyone needs...
Shit.
Just like the last 2 nights. No clear cause of death. I've been a real thorn in your side, haven't I? But for me,
A house.
I just checked on her, and it doesn't seem like anything serious. She's just exhausted from the past couple of days, and she's still recovering from her illness.
That means Valeri was the only one who died.
If Valeri was awake and keeping watch, it would have been impossible to kill him without waking everyone else up.
This is so frustrating. Why has nothing changed since yet?
Actually, one thing has changed. There's only one victim this time, not two.
After the deceased, it's a reasonable conclusion. The number of people who die each night is equivalent to the number of dead among us.
Exactly. We identified Mr. Schramm, and the night after he left, the death. By that logic, there must be one more.
Another one? But there was only one person unaccounted for in the ticket checks, right? The head count should match up now.
Having an extra person was definitely a cause for alarm, but being one person short isn't nearly as unusual.
One more dead person among us. If Mitya's theory is right, it's just, at the time, we had no reason to think. If only.
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
I'm partly to blame as well.
What is this about?
Sounds like there's some big news you've been keeping.
Wow. Odette and I talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, I don't blame you. If I'd been there, let me just try and verify this. But I honestly have no recollection.
Having seen Mr. Mitya a few days ago myself.
Well, if it isn't Mitya.
If you don't mind me asking, Traveler, I believe you mentioned that you know Tonya's brother. Had you ever met her before all?
No, never.
Now, just 1 minute. I know where this is going. You can't just randomly point a finger at it. You're in the hot seat, and all of a sudden you're
trying to pick a fight, Mr. Chuganov? Whenever you open your mouth, all you do is attack people, and I've had enough of it. If you don't want to engage in a civil discussion...
Did Mitya ask about Tonya because he suspects her? I suppose I only identified her by age, and nothing else.
I'm just saying, you're going around casting suspicion on people for no reason. How could Tonya be? I can vouch for her if nothing else.
Oh, really?
Since being here, I don't think I ever mentioned she was Child's sister specifically.
If Chuganov can vouch for her... Miss Odette, could you go over that afternoon with me?
No problem.
No matter how hard I try... Miss Vojanitsa, during our last meal together, I told you how some of the researchers were suffering from temporary memory loss.
Oh, yeah. You said it was hindering the progress of your experiments. You thought they were just...
Right. And even though I don't remember dying that day, I'm pretty sure I experienced some of my memories from that afternoon.
Are you suggesting you're missing them?
Of course. How am I only just realizing this?
You mean being silently assassinated, or dying?
The researcher's amnesia. I must thank you, Odette. All right.
Oh, leave! Hey, wait a minute!
Come on, kid. Aren't you gonna...
I have other reasons beyond what's been discussed. I remember during Miss Odette's performance, while I was sitting in the audience stalls, a brilliant new idea for my I can't remember it now at all, and I didn't take any notes.
No. Hold on. I see where you're going with this. There's a glaringly obvious flaw in that idea, no?
I believe Miss Odette's account. During the period where my memory is blank, I must have been either dead or all it would take is for the same thing to happen in the theater, and I would come under the effect of the ley lines in this vicinity. This increases the likelihood of me being the... There's no evidence to suggest that anyone other than me is a candidate for the deceased. So allow me, as a scientist, to treat... Please relax, everyone. I don't think things are as bad as they may seem. If I really am the deceased, then to leave the theater will be a relief for me. If, on the other hand, I'm still alive right now, well, apparently you've all witnessed my resurrection recently anyway. Who's to say I won't return?
Mitya's right. This is the only thing we can try right now. I think he's deliberately downplaying the gravity of the situation, though.
What is a scientist if not someone who gambles on experiment after experiment in an attempt to obtain the truth? With this snowstorm, the ley line phenomenon, ghosts of the dead, and my amnesia, we've been paralyzed by not knowing and powerless to do anything about it. It's a terrible feeling. But if I do get resurrected, you can be sure that I'll come back with the truth of all this. Just you wait.
Okay then.
Poor Mr. Mitya.
Maybe it's a good thing that you weren't there to see it.
I hate goodbyes. Why does it feel like everyone around me is slowly disappearing?
Maybe it's the realization that, at the end of life, come to think of it, the main reason we're still alive right now is pure luck. Each morning here, for every one of us, there's the chance that we might not wake up. You could take it a step further and say that the same is true outside, too. Who can ever be 100% sure when they drift off to sleep that they'll open their eyes again in the morning? If I make it out of here, I'm going to cherish every
I feel like a strange sense of anxiety has been...
Are you okay? You look really glum.
If something's bugging you, let's talk about it. There's only...
I have a travel companion named Paimon. Alosha and Odette have met her before.
You're worried about her, aren't you?
To be honest, I used to feel like I was just a spectator in this world, watching everything that happens from the sidelines. But with Paimon by my side, she loves eating, sleeping, and having fun over the last few days that we've been apart. I've often caught myself wondering, what would Paimon... But by the time I snap out of it, the conversation has already moved. I'm trying to overcome this sense...
I bet she misses you when you're not there.
I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but back when the water imps left Snezhnaya in droves, I also felt like the whole world was suddenly empty. I could be surrounded by people, all smiling. Later on, I started to think, all we can do is cherish. So, once we get out of...
Thank you.
But, Vodyanitsa, if you hate goodbyes too, why didn't you leave with your people?
That's just the choice I made. I used to regret it, like I said before. Singing is a water imp's primary mode of expression. It's how we convey our emotion. Our songs have echoed through this theater for hundreds of years. Each one a story pieced together through moments of joy and sorrow. But does a story... So I made the choice to stay. That way, there would still be someone left to sing these songs and listen to their stories. Otherwise, they could have been lost forever.
Could you teach me how to understand your people's songs sometime? I want to...
A fan after my own heart.
I've never heard that one before.
Color me impressed, Tonya. Most people can only tell if a song is happy or sad. I didn't think you'd be able to... I've actually never performed this song in the theater before, because it has more of a ceremonial purpose for our people. It means something like, may those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night, so that...
No wonder I could hear that sense of longing. You sing it for loved ones who have passed away.
It's getting late, Tonya, and you're...
Okay, but...
Of course!
I will say she's kind of cute.
Once I get out of here, I definitely don't plan on ever coming back. But I guess that means I'll never get to hear Vodia Needs Us sing again.
Oh no.
That's it. Before I fall asleep, I should cherish...
Clearly, you're the traveler. You're not going to be the one who dies.
Where? It's so dark in here. Huh? Whoa!
Return, O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection. No time for questions. All right, we're safe. The spirit just now is called Night Prayer. The light subdues her, but sort of. I know it's hard, but you can't. Yep.
A bit more.
Sure I do. I specialize in soul.
Thanks.
All right, there's no time. We need to reach the next switch before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, Night Prayer won't be able to get to us. Sweet, sweet light! It's back! Shh! It's Night Prayer. We need to move quick, but don't let her notice you. Look out! The next switch is over there.
Ow! I can't see anything. Okay. I don't like that.
No! Night Prayer is here too! This can't be the only... I won't let you die like this! Not on my watch! The switch is just up ahead! Hurry!
Oh, okay.
It's too dark! Traveler! I won't let you die like this!
Even though it's not permanent, dying is definitely not...
Great.
Yeah, thanks.
Time for you to...
What about you?
I can't. I've already been used up. The Guardians, I might not look any different. I can go no further.
Why didn't you tell me
Because it wouldn't have changed and...
But...
Go.
Well, I guess there's no need to...
This wasn't supposed to happen. You lied to us, didn't you, Chuganov?
Take a long, hard look at... I suspected you on day one, Lelik, and now look... And you, little hunter.
Now you're just lashing out indiscriminately. That's either a sign of... Where was all this passion and bravado before...
Is that a threat?
After all the trauma of the past few... Valeri and Mitya aren't here, but first, I need to think this through. Considering everyone left... Of those who remain, the only person we've never met before is Tonya. There is room to doubt her true identity. People are easily misled by first impressions. Now that I think about it, Child's sister was in fact a label I imposed on her due to my own assumptions. But Mr. Chuganov vouched for Tonya's identity yesterday, with basically no... Tonya, how's Tusser been lately? Your brother Ajax must have mentioned...
No. And my brother's name is Razik, not Ajax.
Oh.
Chuganov, looks like it's your turn to do some explaining. Yesterday, you said you could vouch for Tonya. Why did you give us a false test?
I knew you were behind this, Chuganov. Everything about you is fake. Down to the wife and daughter you're always talking about. Your entire family man persona is a charade, isn't it? That night, when I infiltrated your place as Lelik, I noticed you were home alone. Didn't think much of it at the time. Just thought everyone else was out. But thinking back on it now, that isn't...
Even that was a lie? But why would he...
Curses! Oh, why is there no end to this blasted snowstorm?
I think the reason I'm always coughing is because I got sick with frostbite. The locals usually call it the snow cough. It's not a very common illness. It's partly genetic and partly caused by the cold climate, but it can be fatal. They sent me to the hospital as soon as they found out I had it. And I spent so long. After a while, I felt myself growing weak. So one day, I told my brother that I wanted him to take me outside for once, so things could be like they used to, just for one day. I wanted to meet loads of friends. He agreed. We got to the theater, bought tickets.
Oh.
When I woke up, I couldn't find my brother anywhere. But there's no way he'd leave me behind. So I decided to stay here and wait for him.
At the Tonya, it sounds like by then you'd...
Yeah, I know. I understand now. After all of that, it turns out I can't blame my brother after all. I'm sorry, everyone.
Your name probably isn't even Tonya, is it?
Well, when I was little, my brother and I... When we escaped from the hospital, so when you first approached me and said I thought he must have chosen a fake name that only the two of us would know. Because he was afraid of getting...
At least your memory of death is... Now it's your turn, Chugan.
Better question, where the fuck
You're
did
right.
Child's ticket then
I was
go?
lying. I happened to know that the Harbinger Child and his sister Tonya managed to get tickets, so I lied to you and pretended I knew them. And yes, I was lying about my The truth of the matter is, I lost them a long time ago. I just refused to accept reality. My daughter's name was Iskra. And before you ask, yes, Iskra, as in Iskra Manufacturing Plant. She also died from the snow cough. She was just 6 years old. After Iskra passed, my wife couldn't bear to face those memories either. So one day when I came home from work and saw the empty room, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I soon discovered that this was the only thing that made me feel any better, so I just embraced the delusion.
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escapism, I know. So explain your false
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, she mentioned that her brother would brew medicine for her from frost fairy flower. Combined with her various symptoms, I suddenly understood everything, including the fact that the snow cough used to be an incurable illness. I would pick frost fairy flower leaves to brew medicine for Iskra too. It took hours and hours on the stove. But the year after my daughter passed away, the jester of the Fatui announced that a cure for frost blight, also known as the snow cough, had finally been developed. It
So
turned out that
she
all
wouldn't
previous
be
treatments were
taking
completely ineffective. No better than random concoctions. That was the final straw for me. I just couldn't take it anymore. Just one more year. So, more than anyone, I know full well that in this day and age, no one in their right mind would still be using frost flower leaves to brew medicine for the snow cough. Poor Miss Tonya, therefore, had to have been from an era when snow cough was still a terminal illness.
So, you projected your daughter onto her? Even though you knew—
That doesn't make any sense. You knew she was already dead. What did you hope to achieve?
I just don't believe in your crackpot. How can you just declare a living person dead and throw them out into that snowstorm? Nitia's gone. My good buddy Shram's gone. And now it's Tonya's turn. The others I can make my peace with. But little Miss Tonya, I just want her to live. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you cast her out into the snowstorm before I have the— Not again! Not this time! Not when the cure is right within her—
Mr. Chuganov, stop.
Tonya.
By the sounds of it, you've known I was dead since the night before last, right? I really liked Mr. Valeri, Mr. Mitya. I'm not happy about that. The reality is—
No! Listen to me.
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure that I'm dead. I don't need to be saved. Despite all the bad things that kept happening. Since the day I escaped that, I'm very
So what the
fond
fuck
of
is
you
up
all.
with Mitya then?
If it were only pop. And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr.
The
Chuganov.
fuck was that about?
It's them that you owe an apology. Well then,
You're leaving already?
No thank. My name is Patashka.
Feels strange that we're only being—
Tashka.
What are you doing, Chuganov? Are you crazy?
Let me leave.
In your dreams. Don't think you're getting off that easy when you had a hand in the deaths of so many people. The Fatui have honed quite an array of enhanced interrogation techniques since they were founded. Once we're out of here, Lelik will
Oh.
I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is ever going to stop. For all we—
Wait. We finally solved the mystery of the haunted thief.
Fair enough. I don't particularly feel like dying in Chuganov.
And yet you won't let me die first.
Hey, Chuganov, on a serious—
Is this really the time to be discussing? All right, fine. I'll shut it down.
Oh.
Am I hearing things? There it is again. But I don't understand.
Should we open the—
Is this it? If the last few days are in whatever lies beyond that.
Hey, Misha. How cold is it out there?
Hey, everyone.
How are you doing?
Much better, thanks. Whew. Let me see. Vodyanitsa died last night. And then you discovered that Tonya was the other dead person.
Not Tonya.
First, tell us how you made it back here. Given the conditions outside, no one should be able to—
You're right. The thing that got me back safely was a song. I heard someone singing. After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away. Then, suddenly, I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness. So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, Until finally, just a few moments ago, there was the entrance to the theater right in front of me.
I've actually never performed this song in the theater. It means something.
That must have been Vodyanitsa's.
That song is meant to guide the souls of the dead.
Huh. No kidding. When I first stepped out of the theater, I was still quite lucid. I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. It was like, I don't know how else to describe it, except to say that, and as for the Requiem, but I didn't experience a clear moment of death while I was out there. Nor do I feel any different now.
You don't seem any different to me either. In fact, this is something I've been wondering about for a while now. Both Shram and Patashka were clearly deceased, and yet their souls didn't look or feel like ghosts.
This raises a truly terrible thought. Mitya's soul was summoned back by the Requiem, confirming that he is indeed already dead. Of course. If Eve, then maybe we've all been dead from... Yes. I think...
What did you say?
You heard me. We died in the theater. All of us did. But due to an obstruction in the theater's ley lines, our souls are trapped here, while an endless, infinite snowstorm rages outside. It's ironic, really. All that time, we were working so hard to figure out who the deceased among us were, when the truth was, we were all deceased. The only difference being some of us died more recently than others. Do you remember that note, "Death is near"? Seems like we misunderstood. Death was nearer than we wanted to think.
So all our attempts to...
Hard to say. The presence of those two is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines.
If what you're saying is true, doesn't that make us the... Huh, no wonder. This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa's body, I noticed that the other bodies in the room hadn't decayed one bit after...
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at all, but merely...
Am I really dead? No, that's impossible.
I still find it hard to believe that all...
Not even...
Exactly. It's hard to... I racked my brains trying to... Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I saw some... I can't remember.
Mitya, your hand.
Huh? You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. When did that happen? What the... I guess... What's wrong? Do you...
It's... Renova. The ruler of death. Huh? Alosha, do you still remember that Snezhnayan folktale you told me about? It was about the Grim Reaper. When someone's about to die, he appears as an incarnation of someone familiar to guide their soul into the afterlife. And as soon as you recognize his face, your life is over.
I heard a similar tale when I was little. You think the Grim Reaper in this story referred...
That's right. In which case, death is near could also mean that the Grim Reaper is here disguised in a familiar form.
Death, the deceased, and when I first saw this note, I thought it contradicted the investigation report. But now it seems like that was...
So the Grim Reaper deliberately misled us. Then we started suspecting each other and...
By that logic, the one person most...
It's either gonna be him or him.
Identifying the...
Okay, so it's gotta be him.
No doubt about it. Looking back at how everyone has acted over the past few days, Alosha is most likely the Grim Reaper lurk... Is it you, Alosha? You were the first to discover the investigation report.
So? Surely you can't suspect. What if someone else found the investigation report first, slipped the note inside, and then put...
There's no denying it. The note could easily have been slipped in much earlier.
That's not all. I've also noticed that although on the surface, Valeri, Mitya, and sometimes I were the ones taking charge of the situation. Looking back now, even though you didn't say much, you were always subtly guiding everyone from the sidelines.
What do you mean?
You were the one who emphasized how dangerous it was outside and insisted we all stay here. It was also you who suggested that, and earlier today, you tried to convince Patashka to stay. I don't understand why, but it was out of character.
So, you didn't understand my intentions, and now you're assuming the worst. Seems pretty unreasonable if you ask me.
He still won't admit it.
The biggest question I have right now is, if the Grim Reaper is impersonating Alosha,
no. The ruler of death would have needed to control. That's right. Right at the start, before any victims had even emerged, Alosha was switched with the ruler of death while everyone's guard was. When all this began, right after the performance ended and the snowstorm began to pick up, no one suspected anything unusual. We just assumed we were snowed in. It wasn't until we discovered the bodies the morning after that we realized something out of the ordinary was going on. But it's clear now that the oddities actually started earlier than that, when Dimov walked into the snowstorm and never came back.
Right. So Mr. Dimov was the first victim, not Sobolova and Torgov.
And if we pinpoint that moment as the beginning of this incident, then one thing becomes clear. Alosha, you are the only person who walked into the snowstorm and came back without the help of Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
More precisely, Alosha never came back at all. The one who came back was the Grim Reaper.
Not bad. Well, since you've backed me into a corner, I suppose there's no point in keeping up the act anymore.
Alosha?
You're the Grim...
I am no such tired cliché. Mortals should address me as the ruler of death. Before being wiped out for good, you identified the two deceased, and even sensed my presence. A commendable achievement. Far beyond what I expected.
I heard you can ferry souls. Those deaths each night. Were they your doing?
Your initial conclusion was correct. Due to the existence of the two deceased, the ley lines yearned to reclaim those long-lost souls. Every night, they devoured an equal number of souls to fill the void. This required no intervention from me. Though, of course, ferrying souls is indeed my authority. Here, take a look.
What are you doing?
That takes care of today. Don't get so worked up. You are already dead, and your souls must return to the ley lines.
I know we're already dead. You murdered us.
Murdered? No. Murder is when mortals usurp my authority. Death is my jurisdiction. If I require someone to die, I need not resort to such laborious methods as murder.
Yes, but theoretically, I don't fall under your rules as a descender, so
You
fuck
simply
you,
met
your
the
own rules are
criteria
bullshit.
to trigger my curse of death.
I know about the curse of immortality. So there's another death. You cursed us?
So often, humans pray to me, begging to know when their death will come, and what form it will take. But few people ask why.
So you're not gonna tell us the truth?
Hold your tongue. By all rights, you shouldn't even be allowed to speak with those angels from the past are to blame for the reckless renovation of the ley lines here. It's made my work on this occasion infuriatingly complicated.
Work? So trapping us here, making us watch our friends die, that's just another day at work for—
You clearly have a lot of questions. Fine. As a reward for your remarkable accomplishments over the past few days, I shall answer a few of your inquiries, provided they aren't too After the physical body dies, the soul must return to the ley lines for that person's death to be considered complete. My work encompasses the entire process of death, including, naturally, the guiding of souls into the ley lines, with which you are now so familiar. You must also be rather familiar with Natlan's Night Kingdom, I presume? It was I who supported the creation of the Night Kingdom. It provided a convenient means of guiding the souls of Natlan. Here, too, the ley lines connected to the theater underwent some modifications. The angels hoped to make them capable of accommodating the souls of some special creations. But this actually hindered their ability to accept ordinary souls to some degree. This effect manifested itself after you died from the curse in the theater, leaving you stranded in the afterlife, unable to achieve a complete death. But if souls who die from the curse of death fail to return to the ley lines within a short window of time, they will miss their... Then, they will remain forever suspended between life and death, no longer subject to the...
So if you don't resolve this matter soon, and see all our souls return to the ley lines before long, we'll escape your control.
Mitya sharp.
I don't fall under her rules and conditions being a descender.
But if you have the authority to guide souls, why didn't you just show yourself and get it over with? Why hide among us in the form of a...
You seek to understand the mind of a god. Very well.
What's a god who has no authority?
This is a theater, and I decided I wanted to watch a show about death. That's why I encouraged you to take the events to the stage. I found myself getting quite immersed. I suppose the entertainment you provided makes up for all the trouble you've caused me by being so defiant in the face of death. There. Are you happy with...
Can't say I am.
Really? But it fits the stereotypes you humans have of...
Just moments ago, you were complaining about how infuriatingly complicated your work here has been. Work is work, I get it. There are times when it's a huge pain, but you just have to get it done.
That's a rather unique perspective for a human. You are... Due to the obstruction in the theater's ley lines, there is a hard limit on the number of souls they can receive each day, making it impossible for me to ferry all your souls at once. Revealing my identity too soon would inevitably have led to futile resistance. And there was a risk that any souls who chose to run would... Then there was the issue of the 2 lost souls you called the deceased. The way you resolved that quandary was all part of my design.
That's what I don't understand. If all of us were souls of the dead, what made their presence among us special?
For centuries, they have refused to return to the ley lines, exploiting the issues created by the angel civilization to resist being drawn in. Centuries of obsession accumulated during this process. You may think of this obsession as the resentment of the dead, and in this quantity, it was a bomb that could have detonated at any moment. It reached the point where I could not afford to leave it unchecked. But the only way to fix it was to help them acknowledge their own deaths, make peace with their regrets, and willingly... Only then, with my guidance, could they finally return to the ley lines. Otherwise, you would not like to know what the consequences would have been.
I vaguely remember seeing Batashka, but in the most terrifying form.
I see your dreams brought you many revelations. So you see, death anyway, giving that is more of an angel's role. It was something I could not resolve directly using my authority, so I decided it was easy. Meanwhile, of course, their presence caused the soul... As both issues slowly resolved one another without me having to lift a finger, all I had to do was stay close by and keep the situation under control. And, of course, while I was at it, I thoroughly enjoyed watching this drama, dealing with death from a mortal perspective, play out on the stage.
Sounds like you had it all figured out, Grip. I just did the math. You said there's a hard limit to the number of souls the ley lines here can receive
So if you
each
never
day.
go to sleep,
It's 2, isn't it?
it never changes
much is
the
obvious,
quote-unquote
even
time.
to a fool.
But time is not
It's time to
progressing in
review
this
this whole
world
affair.
anyway, so fuck
If
you.
the ley lines can only take in 2 people per day, I need to go over the deaths from these past few days again.
Also, why is there days where she's only doing 1? How fucking lazy is she? Oh, it's because there ends up being a death afterwards.
Looking back now, none of us had the faintest idea at the time. From the moment that staff member named Demoff walked into the snowstorm, the incident had already begun.
So he died first.
No.
Okay, so the first day was... It would have been him.
Alosha was the second to walk in. During this process. The ruler of... During our first night in the theater, everyone was caught up in the novelty of it all. No one could have expected there would be victims the very next morning. Despite all the confusion, and with the help of hindsight, we finally began to realize that something was amiss with the snowstorm.
No.
No.
Was you.
The ley lines devoured...
Then it would be those 2.
Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same.
So it would be you. It would be you.
The deaths of Coolish and Rampana caused every unexplainable phenomena. Later, we discovered that there seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased. Mr. Schramm, he thought it was all a lot happened today. The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one. Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself. As it happened, Patash, the girl I thought was Vodyanitsa was swallowed. Come to think of it, and Renova. Looking back, no one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Meteor returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us. Then, after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls.
This is taking forever.
In fact, everyone was already dead now.
We already knew this.
That covers everything.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it?
The water imp's song threw things off a little. The ley lines have already anchored your soul, and the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back. I, meanwhile, need to review my attitude towards the water imp race.
So the reunion in the night that Vodyanitsa mentioned, I suppose that was never meant to be—
That just leaves you, traveler. My power only allows me to temporarily separate your soul from your body. The ley lines of Tevat would not accept you, and your soul is firmly anchored to your body for a descender like you, who is not bound by Tevat's rules. Your death can only be brought through the most violent of means. such as directly destroying either your body or soul. I have no interest in involving myself with Descenders. For now. Although, this may change if Asmodee remains missing. Or you insist on interfering with our
One last question then.
Technically.
All our struggles and sacrifice.
Death abides no reason. Besides, what you call sacrifice is merely a concept created by humanity. To me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of death. Mere mortals fantasizing that they're...
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill merely because your deaths are necessary.
Oh, you've made that
Kill
quite
because
clear.
it's your job, and
But
your
humans
job
don't
kinda
take well to
sucks.
being scorned. Not even by the gods.
Even our lawyers tell me things suck.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change anything. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious.
Wow, this feels very much like the Arlecchino fight. Oh. There's your false body going away. She's still there. Okay, so that's finally done.
How are you holding up, Odette?
What?
How much
What do you mean?
has Odette already... Mitya?
Oh,
don't you remember anything?
Yeah, I remember now, comrade. Looks like we get just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace. Just with one...
Odette and the others have already
Could this be the reason? You said this is the ruler of Death's symbol, right?
I don't...
You don't? Huh. Okay. Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul? What an unsettling... What about you, though? The ruler of Death mentioned that you're
A full explanation would get...
Well then, the first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it, right before our deaths. This confirms that time passes differently in the
They say that right before death.
That must be how you know you have. This also aligns with to those unaware of the truth. This leaves me with a couple big questions. Right. Come to think of it, I can't remember what it was, but I think it was some. Sorry, Traveler.
Sir, if I may. No, yet you two seem very And by the way, have we ever
I can explain everything.
Yeah, we just kind of died. Sort of. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, you're dead, but not actually dead, because the ruler of death is lazy.
So, Chuganov really is going. So, you said I promised to take you to the Armory Palace while we were in the afterlife, yes? I agreed. Let's check in on.
This is not going to go well. I got my dragon back. Claim. 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 Heh. Okay. You. That only. Okay then. I feel like that should have given me more. Whatever.
I'm finally back. Even though a long time has passed from my perspective, I should keep my emotions in.
Wait. The atmosphere here feels off. Shh.
This was not a good idea.
Have we still not been able to notify Child yet? We need new I'm so sorry.
Tell me, what happened?
It was the Jester. He came here in person and escorted Miss Pai. He's the director of the Fatui. His authority
How long ago did he leave?
It was about an hour ago. Miss Paimon was fast asleep at the time. The Jester simply walked off with her as if...
Do you know where they went?
The Armory Palace, most likely. Lord Piero, the Jester, has been overseeing the experiments there lately. I'm surprised he came in person.
Then lead the way.
Okay, let's...
Oh no.
It's just up ahead.
No, I'll go alone.
I was hardly planning on taking you through. I may be a Fatus, but I'm also... Paimon's safety is paramount right now.
If you say so.
Let's go. There's no... Together.
Maybe.
Hey, who are you? This part of the Armory Palace isn't a restricted access. What do you think you're doing?
No questions, please. We're short on time.
Back! Stop that! The abyss is burning! Shadow!
Make short work here comes another. Right.
This is order.
Unions converge.
Witness the snow swan's grace.
these are all gonna come to life. Or not.
Your dues.
Insolent.
Order guide.
Be silent. Night falls.
Majesty. Lie still.
Okay.
Now waste your time.
You have a pass? Where are you coming from? So, you're intruders, huh? Don't blame me for what happens next!
Goodbye.
The Armory Palace is hidden this deep in? This place is much bigger than I imagined.
They're conducting top-secret research after all. The deeper it's hidden, the better, is standard Fatui logic.
The style doesn't really look like the Fatui's handiwork, though.
They must have requisitioned some structures from a past civilization.
That's
it also
Conrian.
serves as a bit of a disguise.
Looks like we're in for a tough fight. Stay alert.
Goodbye.
Story has only just begun. Devouring claw.
Actually, I want to hear where chest things is. Or not.
Intruders? Don't.
Just what are you guys trying to do here?
Short work. Yours now.
Or not.
Stabilize. Observe. Fear the dark.
Wait.
No one interferes with a jester's work.
New life. Get back.
Rumors converge.
Cube.
Looks like no one's guarding this place.
There's something off about that decoration over there. Look out!
Let's deal with these before we move on.
Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent.
Shit. Can I have them shoot each other? I can.
Surge. The researchers here probably don't know that we're uninvited guests. Let's try not to hurt them.
Kind of like fell
theater
like,
doing
right
here?
on top of it.
That's Miss Odette. She's a member of the Fatui. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Was the whole reason for Project Stuja to support the research here at the Armory Palace? Just what are the Fatui and the Tsaritsa planning?
Okay. I'm on the wrong side of the barrier.
Whoa! Who are you? Never seen you around here before.
Harbinger.
Looks like there's no way through here.
Maybe using the power of this prism could
Oh,
help?
fuck! God damn it.
I think I see some images.
It's the prism's power at play, causing images of the past to reappear, albeit only as illusions. Let's make our...
So this is the
Paimon.
way they went.
And the Jester. Is this another scene from the past?
Yes.
This is obviously Conrad.
It looks quite old, though. I don't think it happened in the recent past.
What's going on here? What happened?
The source seems to be the Armory Palace. They must have started some large-scale experiment.
Wait, what if this has something to do with Paimon? We need to hurry!
We're almost there. The Armory Palace is just up ahead.
Paimon, please be okay.
Be silent. Night falls.
Oh, fuck.
Shadow me. Pirouette.
A new moon rises.
Why is my... I don't get food items.
What's going on? It's the curse of Odette. Is this... I need to find a way back to reality.
Motherfucker. Nope. Okay. Let me jump. No.
Odette? Odette! No signs of life. But did Odette intentionally use her core Ignis to guide my soul? Thank you, Odette. If not, but I'm sorry. I don't have time to protect you.
I have to get my emergency
Sure enough,
rations
everyone
back.
here has been affected by the curse of death. Paimon! Paimon! No, wait. Paimon probably didn't escape Renova's curse either. She won't be able to respond to me right now. I'll have to find her myself.
Wait, it would be funnier if I ran this way. This doesn't look like a military weapon or anything. No, no. What the
Mitya!
fuck?
Is this the laboratory he works in? What happened here to trigger the curse of death again so soon? I'll have to ask him when he wakes up. Finding Paimon has to take priority now.
I'm assuming I'm going this way. Jet.
Found her! Paimon really is here!
So there's Paimon. Oh no. So I've got to turn that one on last. There you are in your full form.
You don't learn, do you? You've already been involved in one mass death, and now you show up at the scene of another. This might have passed for a coincidence the first time, but a second time? Am I to assume you are intentionally interfering in Snezhnaya's affairs?
Kind of intentionally interfering with
Judging
all
by
of your
your
affairs,
expression, it seems that you understand little of what is going on here. In that case, a word to the wise. A civilization that fails to learn its lesson constantly depletes its own worth. It will one day lose any reason for its existence, and as a descender, you are perfectly suited to be the lifeline to which a dying civilization might desperately cling. Consider your position.
No advice needed.
Suit yourself. When the day of reckoning arrives, not even a descender can hope to escape. The time for resurrection fast approaches. The mortals here are not yet worthy to behold my form. So that will be all for today. That thing is coming with me.
Shall not attack my emergency. You bitch. Wait, why is he number 11?
You awoke sooner than I thought. The curse of immortality is stubborn, unable to enter the ley lines, yet not content to remain a spirit.
Ruler of death, what do you want?
You perplex me. Both you and you. That thing may be a creation of Celestia, but it possesses none of Celestia's power, let alone authority. Your obsession with it baffles me. No matter, the resurrection will soon begin. It's worthless anyway. I'll reclaim it next time.
Of course it's some fucking importance to you, enough that you're bitching about it.
Hey, who says there will be a next time?
He actually hurt. Ah, bitch.
Huh?
Well, I guess he's gonna be electric. What? No thanks for saving her. Also, we're in our main outfit, which is kind of weird.
I missed you, Paimon.
What are you talking about? We haven't even been apart for that long, have we?
It was... you seemed to be...
Yeah, Paimon's back in tip-top condition. The Jester and that guy talking to him used some kind of energy on Paimon. And she could kind of feel it canceling out that other thing that was making her feel unwell.
So, Mitya...
Apologies for leaving in such a hurry at the theater earlier. I was in a rush to verify some theories. Rest assured that your companion is perfectly safe. We reversed the effects that the experimental energy had on her. The Jester specifically instructed me to do so.
I suppose this is our first official meeting, Traveler. I could not let Paimon suffer in her condition for a moment longer.
Oh yeah, I accidentally beat a few
Hear
of
about what
your,
happens to Paimon.
guys.
As I said when you first arrived in Snezhnaya, we once spent some time together.
Oh yeah, you did mention that. And Paimon...
I'm afraid the reminiscing will have to wait. Mitya, let us continue with the report. What conclusions, if any, did you reach from conducting the final experiment?
The good news is, my hypothesis regarding the ruler of death. As for the bad news, I recommend we suspend the experiments and Project Mistleton until further notice. Currently, we have no means with which to make a breakthrough. I say this purely as a scientist, guided by reason alone.
I will trust your judgment. We shall put the project on hold until the ruler of death has been eliminated.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? You want to get rid of Renova?
By whatever means necessary, so long as it removes the threat she poses to us. Until then, everything we do will be in vain. After what just happened, I've ascertained Renova's goal. Or rather, the trigger condition for the Curse of Death.
Okay.
What she's doing is blocking Snezhnaya's technological progress, preventing us from possessing any means with which to threaten the heavenly principles.
Just like the little lapdog she is.
So, any ideas, research, or experiments that lead to technological progress can trigger the curse. Just now, for instance, I was set to launch a final phase energy experiment ahead of schedule. If the experiment was successful, we could have achieved a crucial breakthrough. As expected, though, the moment the experiment began, all the researchers, technicians, and witnesses died from the curse. All that effort, not to mention the energy and materials we relied on Project Snezhnaya to gather for us, went to waste. In the end, nothing
So wait,
was gained.
this is the reason why
Does that
Odette
mean
saw
something
her
similar happened
dead.
when we were at the theater?
That's right. During the performance, I thought of an important breakthrough regarding the experiment, and wound up dragging everyone into this. So the nature of the curse seems to be something like... when moments of technological progress occur, all life in the vicinity is taken away. Of course, that meant the curse was normally limited to the Armory Palace. Since outsiders are forbidden from entering, this mass death phenomenon went unnoticed. Until Odette came along. I believe she was the first witness. The curse of death was triggered just before she infiltrated the Armory Palace that day.
But you mentioned something about a final stage experiment.
That's right. Even with the gods locking certain key components out of reach, humanity can still advance technology in incremental steps accumulated over time. But, as I'm sure Renova anticipated, even incremental progress has its limits. A point where the truth you're seeking must be put to the test in an experiment.
You mean the experiment you were—
Yes, we were at a critical juncture, a moment where the quantitative was about to translate into fundamental qualitative change. With this single experiment, we could have brought everything we've worked for to fruition. But now, after already being forced to fumble around in the dark all this time, as long as Renova's curse of death persists, we won't be able to advance the experiment or obtain any results.
And with Project Stuzha having been in effect all this time, at our nation's current strength, repeated trial and error is simply unsustainable. Only by eliminating Renova first will it be possible to continue advancing.
She's the ruler of death! She can just kill whoever she wants, right?
Yes, but she can't kill the Traveler.
The scariest power ever! Is it even possible to beat her?
We'll see. But one thing's for sure. She definitely can't just do whatever she wants. The best proof of that is me, standing here, very much alive.
That, and there's obviously rules in which...
Wouldn't it be easier to just kill all of us researchers for good? Why resurrect us over and over again? Why let us advance our technology to this point?
She absolutely could do what she wants.
Even the
No, she actually can't, because she has to follow certain rules.
Exactly. And I think that's where the key to our breakthrough lies.
Regardless, the ruler of death has always been an obstacle we must overcome. Indeed, we must face life, death, time, and space.
Yeah, but
After
space
all,
is unaccounted for.
our goal.
The Fatui!
Besides maybe her.
Oh god, I'm hearing myself through your stream.
I've had a vague suspicion the Fatui and the Tsaritsa
Oh god,
were
is that how bad my
heavenly
mic is?
principles. But hearing the Jester admit it is still a shock. No wonder the Tsaritsa's goal has always been kept a secret from the people. What kind of road will that lead Snezhnaya down?
In that case...
Sounds
Lord
like I'm
Jester,
doing the fucking
I'd like
nerd
to request some
Oh,
leave.
I hate that.
I'd like some time to organize my thoughts and go over the data.
My voice to me
Granted.
sounds like 10 times
Get some
worse.
rest, put the experiment out of your mind, and take care that the curse of death doesn't affect any civilians.
I need a better mic. But this is what I've got for temp.
I'm so used to your other mic, which makes your voice sound a lot deeper.
While there is yet time,
So when I get
allow
my
me to offer you my hospitality, honored guest of Snezhnaya. Is there anything you wish?
My voice is gonna sound so fucking weird.
Yeah. Okay, so...
I remember hearing the term Mistleton from
Yeah! Paimon wanted to ask about that when the name came up just now.
As you know,
jealous.
Project
You have 2
Stuzha is a
terabytes of
series of
storage.
measures enacted to consult.
What?
Many of the things you have encountered thus
You
far
have 2
are
terabytes
essentially
of storage.
for the advancement of that project.
But I also spent like $3,000. Like an idiot.
This
Honestly,
includes the
not
Kuvaki
really.
experimental
You got
design
it
bureau
about
in
the-
Not Dry.
Yeah, you got 64 gigs of
Researching
RAM. Right before the
Kuvaki
RAM
was merely a facade. Its core objective
that
was to
3
use local
grand, that
resources and
3
research
grand now
findings
would be purely
to build
on your
Mistleton
RAM.
itself.
Yeah, it was the best fucking PC that they actually fucking had. The only reason why no one fucking bought it was because it was in the color pink. Yeah.
And that's a weapon built for the final battle against the heavenly... I was given some intel, and...
Wait! You must mean that thing over there! Oh, Paimon's gotta take a closer look at this thing!
Kuvaki alone will not break through Celestia's defenses, let alone challenge the heavenly. The heavenly principles are no doubt accustomed to combating the power of the light realm, and elemental energy is simply the power of the human realm. converted to that form by the heavenly principles themselves. For now, therefore, we have set our sights on the form of energy associated with the third descender and the stellar linchpins. This may hold the potential to allow Mistleton to contend with the heavenly principles.
We kinda lost the fucking pyro one, sorry.
You could say that by reverse engineering the stellar linchpins to extract the energy within, we have obtained a source of anti-Celestia.
The Kulagi Experimental Design Bureau, Project Snezhnaya, and it looks like you're playing it.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa has embarked upon an expedition to vanquish a monster. Were it not for this, I imagine she would have been delighted to grant you an audience.
Seems like the powers that be in Snezhnaya don't intend to hold my past conflicts with the Fatui against me.
Obviously Capitano's dead, but... Dead. Quote unquote. Can't really kill someone who's cursed with immortality. Kind of the reason why I was saying she's kind of still pissed.
The Harbingers have been granted significant autonomy in retrieving the Gnosis. But by the same token, they do not completely represent Snezhnaya's official stance.
You read my mind.
Speaking of the Gnosis, Paimon's been dying to ask this question since forever. Why exactly does the Tsaritsa want to collect them? Is it something to do with the fight against the heavenly principles?
The Gnosis will undoubtedly serve as a key bargaining chip when she confronts the heavenly principles.
All the
Beyond that,
third descendants.
you had best ask the Tsaritsa herself. I am not...
What do you mean? Not sure. Don't you make the...
Taking on the heavenly principles is...
Intervat today. Civilization is nothing but an illusion. Something whose very existence can be negated at any moment. Our civilization may very well be destroyed in the struggle, but as things stand,
Wouldn't be your first son.
The heavenly principles could choose to negate our existence on a passing whim. And we only by changing the state of affairs, only by overthrowing the heavenly principles, can our civilization truly be said to have taken root. Otherwise, the fate of the people of Conria and Hyperborea is a cycle doomed to repeat itself.
Accepting potential destruction in return for...
Furthermore, perhaps this is still somewhat difficult for you to understand. Are you aware that all the rules of this world are made up?
Huh? All of them? Paimon knows about the...
Then the birth of the Hilly Churls, the rules of Natlan's Ode of Resurrection, those are curses too? Farina's long life seems to stem from a curse placed on her by Focalor as well.
Yes. Even a god's love for humanity is a curse the heavenly principles inflicted upon the gods.
What?
The Tsaritsa has always had ample reason to hate the heavenly principles.
So she hates her people so much that she loves them.
If she can seize their authority, she will reconstruct the entire world. So and when that time comes,
everyone just hates
humanity will be completely liberated from curses. Look forward to it. It will be a world beyond your own. Though the ordinary people of Snezhnaya may not understand these details, in this frigid land locked in a ceaseless struggle against the environment, in this nation to which the gods have never shown favor.
What?
I want to play Baldur's Gate.
I know you do. You might be able to at least play the one save from yesterday, but you said you didn't want to replay Act 1.
Yes.
We all believe that standing in solidarity with the Tsaritsa in our shared struggle will surely usher in a new and better world.
Paimon
really doesn't remember. He's basically...
Allow me to explain. The reason Paimon reacted to the anti-Celestia energy developed by the armor is because she comes from Celestia herself.
Paimon?
Oh, right. I was blinded by anger earlier, but thinking back on it, Renova also said that Paimon is a creation of Celestia. But she lacks Celestia's power or authority.
As you know, the lunar fragments in Nodcry were pulled down from the sky using Fatui technology.
Yeah, we kind of threw him into the sky.
But the first application of this technology was in Conria, over 500 years ago.
During the cataclysm?
I used this technology upon the heavens, and the response I received was none other than Paimon descending from Celestia.
Huh.
I presented her to the Vinster King, but he took no interest in this gift, nor did it satisfy him. Paimon then took up temporary residence in my palace until, of course, the arrival of the cataclysm.
So that's why she has a lot of star themes, is because she's got a Conrian kind of thing. Wait, then was she supposed to be the god of Conria, of a city that was godless?
Wait, Paimon's a little confused. You're talking about things that happened in Conria, but Paimon doesn't remember any of that.
Having lived through the cataclysm, perhaps you too were burdened with some manner of curse.
But it's not just her memories from Conria. Paimon doesn't even know how she spent the last 500 years. She only has memories from the past few years. No matter how hard she tries to remember. What was Paimon like back in Conria? Did she know a whole lot?
Unfortunately, when you arrived in Conria, your consciousness was like that of a newborn infant. None could say what kind of being you once were, and so during the time you lived in Conria, your personality was no different from how it is now.
Ah, man! You know, even though Paimon lost her memories, she still feels weirdly close to you for some reason. That must mean you...
On the contrary, I completely ignored your existence. I was entirely focused on my struggle against Troptatir the Wise.
God damn it. You know what? Mood, though.
But now, as I see it, it is as if you are the only sane thing that survived that era of insanity.
The pure innocence of
And thus
stupidity.
are worthy of protection.
Noted. Man, Paimon's gotta stop projecting friendship on... But, Traveler? Even though you know Paimon's some creation of Celestia now...
I'm pretty sure she's connected to fucking...
Paimon's just learning about this, too.
The ruler of the
She's
sky.
barely
'Cause
even
I
processed
have a
it.
feeling that's where this is going. I think that's it.
Thank you for telling me so much. I'm a bit surprised.
Given the circumstances, the Fatui need not hide any.
Allies?
To advance Project Mistleton, we must first resolve our issue with the ruler of death.
That's right. Ever since she said she intends to reclaim Paimon when we next meet.
Against an opponent of this caliber, deliberating over our allegiances would waste time we do not have. We must join forces unreservedly with whomever we can, if we are to stand anything like a fighting chance.
You're going to challenge the ruler of death? Just for Paimon? But Paimon's only... Thank you.
The Tsaritsa will return in
Got it. Thanks for...
There was just one other thing. Well, it's just a request, really. Of course, Paimon knows it's top secret.
Certainly you may.
Oh,
While the technology is not yet fully developed, it has nevertheless reached the stage where Celestia's creations are unable to damage it. In that...
Oh. Wow. No wonder Paimon felt...
Wait, it's a giant spear. You just gonna fucking lance Celestia like that? That's funny. Yeet! Give me it. I'm gonna fucking throw it. Like, 3 feet, probably.
Huh? Oh, hey there!
Paimon? You're okay?
Long story short, yep.
That's right. When I woke up, I wanted to go in after you, but the guards had woken up as well. It would have been tough to... So, I returned the way...
It was thanks to you that my soul...
Huh. That actually worked? Really, you should be anyway. And now that things here are all...
Ah, Director Chuganov, you're back. We just received notice that Project Snezhnaya has been suspended. So we've convened. This is the preliminary plan. In addition to expanding production capacity, we've also discussed feasible layoff plans to optimize revenue and expenditure structure. Our calculations indicate that the factory's profits will increase by at least 30%.
That won't be necessary. Leave the energy for those who need it. Whether they use it just to get by or to run a business, start preparing to halt production and lay off the staff. Make sure the workers are able to land on their feet and that they are duly compensated. Thank you all.
Am I hearing you right? Why? After all the tough times we made it...
I just... suddenly... Iskra.
Dear esteemed members of the Rokot, given the effects of Lelik's radical actions upon our organization's reputation and social stability, a decision has been made to permanently withdraw this codename from use. Considering that Lelik did what they did for the benefit of the people, the Rokot has nevertheless negotiated with the authorities, ultimately securing a waiver for all penalties due to... Lelik will be suspended for a period of time. Depending on their future performance, they may be allowed to adopt a new codename and continue acting. The purpose of this notice is to remind everyone once again that motives and methods are equally important when one... Even with Project Snezhnaya's suspension and our interim operational... We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
You mean for...
Just thinking out, I've never seen the
I never once thought I'd come here. But I understand everything now, Rosaline.
Sprint, but I can't.
I've seen Spirit Seeker performed many times, including by your mother.
Why do you bring that up all of a sudden?
Even though the choreography is always identical, every dancer finds a way to make it her own.
So you actually want to talk to me about ballet?
I just think it would be a pity if the dance was lost to history. She didn't teach it to you, did she?
That was an unusually subtle taunt for you.
We embraced one another on the snow-swept plains, melting the ruthlessness of time. But when our bodies, in pieces, are cast to the winds, what of our love will remain behind?
Don't tell me you can't sing.
Shush. I understand her hatred. The Fatui robbed her of the life she should have had. I never opposed her dancing. Yet still I became an enemy of her ballet. I'll just keep my distance. Many despise me. I'm used to it.
You're certainly not one to shy away from confrontation. But children, they need a different approach.
I'm hardly the most maternal figure.
Yet, she is a child. In my experience, while a father commands authority, he must still yield to love. You should tell her what you think about her dancing. Odette will soon take the stage at the Koralyevsky Theater. This could be your chance.
Geonosis secured. It went smoothly. I'll be there. Have them send me an invitation.
Sadly, things didn't work out. Her final words are inside that block of ice.
This? Aren't these for monitoring her subordinates?
Not yours. This one isn't her witch's flame, but my two worlds' flames. The two worlds' flames can burn away memories. It was my parting gift to Rosaline.
If all goes to plan, she and I will both live to see the Tsaritsa succeed. I believe she'll find peace. But if anything happens to me, she needn't follow in my footsteps. The cryo-energy will fade away in time. Then the two worlds' flames will burn away all memories of the Fatui. She'll be free to dance. She deserves this.
I will handle the aftermath. The choice is yours, child.
Fresh air at last! Oh, it's nice to finally know where Paimon came from. Like, who cares if Paimon's a creation of Celestia? She's probably not anyone that important. Probably just the fairy. And like you said, this doesn't have to change anything between us. You're not gonna just...
You've spent the last few days lying in bed and...
Says who? Paimon originally wanted to check out the books. Wait, they've got light novel. The local Snezhnaya books look pretty...
I thought you were in the mood for flying.
Paimon can read while she flies. Hey, look at these two dolls. Which do you like better? All right.
Oh, I thought we were only getting one...
There you are.
Paimon will grab this. Huh?
Russian nesting dolls.
How many layers does this thing have? A whole bunch of people are gathered over...
I know that voice. Of course. If it isn't Paimon and my old comrade. You're looking well, Paimon. All better?
Yeah! The Jester knew I was wrong and fixed Paimon right up! Thanks for sending someone to keep Paimon safe, too.
Oh, yeah. About that. That was... kind of embarrassing. Who could have known that our director would go looking for you in person? So sorry for the misunderstanding. Oh, right. Let me introduce you. This is my little sister, Tonya.
Hello, Tonya.
Hello. Firstly, I'm really sorry about my brother. Sounds like he's caused you no end of
Hey now, why'd you have to start with that? Not that it isn't true, of course.
So she's the real Tonya.
She said you two didn't manage to meet up at the theater. She waited ages for me, and when I didn't show, she got a little worried.
I know, right? He didn't bother to say a word to me. I searched up and down the city for him, and he only told me about it when I finally caught him at the gates of Glupov.
I've been rushed off my feet lately, so I didn't get the chance to go home. I just figured the Traveler would fill you in when he got there.
Well, the snow was bad, and you're never late. So I was really worried about you. How was I supposed to know that you'd stood me up?
I'm sorry, Tonya. I really am. I'll make it up to you somehow. Just... please don't tell Mom and Dad.
Although the mix-up led to a series of misunderstandings, it's probably for the best that the real Tonya didn't get caught up in that mess. Besides, it's obvious that Tartaglia isn't usually one to break a promise.
No, it's fine. It just meant I didn't get to see the show in the end. By the way, what did you think? You were one of the first people to see it, you know.
I would the best is yet to come.
Huh? What kind? Hey! What?
Oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's so gorgeous. I feel like all the expenses went to the budget on her than anyone else. Holy shit. Oh. Holy shit, that gave me 500? Holy fuck. And some achievements. And where's the button?
Can I stop here and play? I mean...
Oh. Scarlet. Fuck. Well, shit. I'm one single primo away.
Take a stroll. I won't go too far.
That's annoying. Let's go to this. Let's go to this one first. That's closer. Okay, I'm closer to it than that teleport is. How I get there is a different question. Stop trying to lead me somewhere. Stop it. Okay, wait. Where am I so... Don't want to go... Okay, wait.
going? I wanna go. Why is it being stupid? Just teleport me there. Okay.
No way. It's true, I swear. You're sure? Yes?
Is this part of the star thing?
Kisses.
Kisses.
Oh, who joined?
Me.
What was Did I forget to
Hey, Austin.
change VC?
Huh?
Oh, are you streaming?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Fuck.
Yeah, you did. But it's okay.
I will be over soonish.
Who's there?
Kitty!
Traveler?
Oh, Dad?
Yes? What were you expecting? A goat? I have.
Kitty.
Here. This is the... It's a music box. It used to play It sounds terrible. It'll take some time to fix. Yes, this... It's fun, but I must say, you're pretty brave. Always eager to help. I appreciate the... but if you could help me collect... Also, think of it as a reward. Oh, that said, it scares people away.
Okay. I got that. Ooh, that one's pretty. What? It's just... Fucking... Snezhnaya gets the coolest compass. Quite literally. Okay, I think with that, I am going to call it the stream here. 3.5 hours, I think, is pretty good.
Yeah, that is
I might stream tomorrow.
Gonna do any... We're streaming multi-speed tomorrow. I do not care what Andy says.
Well, Antu still has to play Mass Effect.
I do not care.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.